championships, and I coached up under Sean Berner. Years before that was Marshall Patterson, a legend. Those both guys are legends in Fort Campbell football history. So I seen, the right way to do things. I seen the wrong way to do things. And I just took that and I ran with it. And I got hired 4 years ago. I told the administration, I was going to work real hard to bring the program back to prominence and relevance. So, and you don't do it by yourself. I got a great coaching staff. I got a great administration that supports, sports overall. So, the things that we've done as a group, we just trying to get back to the Fort Campbell football bowl.
While Fort Campbell was winning big, Hopkins County Central was losing big to cross-county rival Madisonville 73-14, a game in which they only had 190 yards of total offense. Silas Gunn, the quarterback for Hopkins County Central, led the team in rushing 53 yards and a touchdown a week ago, and he's steadily making progress. As head coach Chris Manning says he saw that in just the first couple of weeks of the season.
First game was getting that jitterbugs out, and but week 2, I really think he did settle down well. He started looking over the field a little better, and also I think he used his legs more in the second game than he did in the first game, which helped him stand out a little bit. I think he even had 100-plus yards rushing last week, and so he's starting to learn the offense better, settle down, get used to the skills he has around him to use out on the field.
After Fort Campbell won the first 2 games of the series in 1996 and 1997, Hopkins County Central has won the last 5, including 32-24 last year.
The Mayfield Cardinals. The McCracken County Mustangs.
You don't see a Mayfield team give up 55 points in a football game often. In fact, the last time it happened in the 2009 state championship when they lost 55-19 to Lexington Christian Academy. Last week, Paducah Tillman put 55 points on the Cardinals as part of a 55-29 win. Mayfield still has an impressive offense as they're putting up 327 yards a night, led by Gray Robbins through the air. He's averaging 154 yards passing, and Josiah England has run for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. Also impressive is Mayfield's defense. They have 9 takeaways in 3 games. McCracken County had a big offensive output last week, a 65-26 win over Clarksville Northeast, their first 60-point game since 2019. It was a big night passing for Maddox O'Neill, 203 yards. Dawson Hayden ran for 135 yards as the Mustangs put up 417 yards of offense. Mayfield has won the last 4 meetings between the schools. McCracken County's last win came in 2020.
The Crittenden County Rockets.
The Rockets will welcome in the Golden Tornado of Union City, Tennessee tonight. Not the first time Union City's made their way to Western Kentucky. They played Trigg County in a home-and-home 15 years ago. The Rockets just trying to get healthy as they have dealt with the loss of their quarterback and leading receiver over the last couple of weeks. Last week, picking up their first win, 27-8 over Webster County, as Connor Poindexter threw for 86 yards and Trey Taylor added 48 yards on the ground. Crittenden County's defense only giving up 145 yards to Webster County. Crittenden County head coach Gage Courtney said that quarterback Quinn Summers and receiver Caden Howard both returned to practice this week. There'll be a game-time decision tonight. Now, the Rockets open district play next week against Mayfield, but they've got Trigg County in 2 weeks, and they would like to have them both healthy for that one. Union City, an uncharacteristic 1-2 to begin the season.
The Union County Braves. The Graves County Eagles.
After an opening week loss to Madisonville, the Braves have gotten right the last 2 weeks with blowout wins over Crittenden County and Caldwell County. Last week running up 342 yards on the ground. Abe Fletcher, 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. Willem McPeak also topped the century mark with 153 yards and a score. For the season, Union County averaging 233 yards on the ground, and they've scored 9 rushing touchdowns. They'll face a Graves County team that's 0-3, and the Eagles are having a little bit of trouble stopping the run. That'll be a storyline for tonight's contest. Jace Houston has thrown for 216 yards in 3 games for the Eagles. They only average 88 yards on the ground.
The Muhlenberg County Mustangs. The Ohio County Eagles.
The Mustangs are looking to go to 4-0 for the first time since 2016. That team started 5-0, but they went 1-3 in the district, and their reward was a first-round trip to Louisville to play St. Xavier. That was a 63-14 loss. Ohio County, on the other hand, they're 0-3, and they've lost 20 straight games dating back 2 years. Muhlenberg County has won the last 2 meetings, including 40-7 last year. That came after a brief 3-game winning streak by the Eagles.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by the Kentucky Sports Factory. Learn more at KentuckySportsFactory.com. Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by the Kentucky Sports Factory. Learn more at KentuckySportsFactory.com.
Caldwell County and Webster County haven't met on the gridiron in 17 years. That comes to an end tonight as the Tigers make the trip north to Dixon to take on the winless Trojans. Full coverage later at yoursportsedge.com. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is coming up next on WPKY 103.3 FM, WPKYonline.com, and the free WPKY app. I'm Scott Brown. Thank you for listening to your Sports Edge Football Friday.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by the Kentucky Sports Factory. Learn more at KentuckySportsFactory.com.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
The playmakers. The win takers. Meet your Caldwell County Tigers.
This is Shane Farrow, safety for Caldwell County Tigers, senior.
This is Al Rollins. I'm a senior at Caldwell County High School. I play receiver and DB.
I'm Xander Sample. I play offensive guard. I'm a senior, and you're listening to the Tigers on WPKY.
Caldwell County football is on.
It's game day.
And it's game day.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. Have you seen it? At WPKY, you asked and we listened. Our website now has upgraded features, making it easy to find what you need when you need it. Your local news edge with names you know.
I'm Tammy Hetcock.
I'm Edward Marlowe reporting for your News Edge.
And voices you trust.
With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Alan Watts.
Covering the people, schools, businesses, and communities that matter to you.
For your WPKY News Edge, this is George Kilgore.
Late-breaking weather, local forecasts, and photos.
I'm Joshua Clausen with your Ag Edge weather.
Community info and calendar, church events, and local organizations that you belong to, love, and follow.
I'm Noah Booth for something you should know.
Your athletes, your teams, all covered by names you trust.
Eddie Owen here.
Scott Brown.
And faces you know.
This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com.
The info you need, the people you love. No fees, no hoops to jump through. All in one place. WPKYonline.com.
Tiger football is on the air on 1580, 103.3 WPKY on your free WPKY app and worldwide streaming audio on WPKYonline.com. It's time for the Caldwell County Coaches Show on WPKY.
The Caldwell County Tigers are in Dixon tonight to take on the Webster County Trojans. Good evening, everyone. This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com. Stay with us. We'll talk with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung about tonight's matchup right after this on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
The playmakers. The win takers. Meet your Caldwell County Tigers.
This is Jameson Markham, senior receiver.
This is Landry Dunbar, senior offensive guard.
I'm Noah Bailey. I'm a senior. I play center and long snapper, and you're listening to the Caldwell County Tigers on WPKY.
Caldwell County football is on.
It's game day.
And it's game day.
1580, 103.3 WPKY.
The Caldwell County Tigers and the Webster County Trojans tonight in Dixon. We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung about the matchup. And, Coach, it's been 18 years since the Caldwell County Tiger football team has come to Webster County for a regular season contest. And I know back in the day, we used to always say it was a dark place to come play, that you almost needed a miner's helmet with a light to come over here and play. But they made a lot of improvements at Webster County, and it should be a different experience for everyone this time around.
Yeah, they put a lot of money into. They put a track and a fence around the field, and they have some visitor stands, and I think the grass is a little better, so it's a better environment. And the lights, as far as the lights go, they've really enhanced them because they flash them on and off when they score. So hopefully there won't be any flashing lights tonight.
I was going to say maybe that's the goal tonight, is to make sure the lights they don't have the strobe effect. They just keep them on the whole time.
Yeah, that's what that means. We've had a good night if the lights stay on and they don't have any of their celebration get to use. And but I expect a competitive football game, and we've had a good week of practice, and I just hope the guys come out and play well.
Like I said, it's been a while since we've played them in a regular season contest, but we have been at Webster County for some off-season 7-on-7 action recently.
Yeah, we threw 7-on-7 a few years ago with them, and Coach Milam and I, back when we did that is when I started talking to Coach Milam about playing, and he's a good guy. He's been coaching there about 3 years, and he thought we should start back up too. We play in Little League and junior pro and a middle school, so it used to kind of be a decent little rivalry between us, and so we decided to start it back up.
Been 18 years since we've been in Dixon, and then we played the following year. Yeah. Played the following year in Princeton, and then the series just kind of collapsed.
I remember the game over in Dixon because it was Coach Barnes, and he had one of the chain guys thrown out of the game. So it was kind of, and they were good. They were decent then. It was a competitive game, and I think we played them twice. Did we play them in the playoffs that year as well?
I don't remember.
They were good games, physical games, and both teams scored a lot of points. And I think Coach Willard was the head coach then, and so that was a while back, but those were good games. And it seems like Rodney Bell always had big games against them, and so we're looking forward to restarting it.
You mentioned the incident with the member of the chain gang. That's actually happened to us a couple of times over there, where we've seen members of the chain gang actually thrown out of the stadium. And I remember the altercation with Coach Barnes, and they actually had a sheriff's deputy come over and escort the guy that was, I don't remember if he was holding the box or he was holding the chain, but he got an early exit that night.
I remember it because the guy's son played with me at Western.
Oh, wow.
His son was Brent Branson, and I was just talking to him about Brent and us playing together, and we were chatting back and forth, and then like 2 minutes later, him and Coach Barnes get into it, and they had him removed from the sideline. So that was it's a humorous story to think about now, but it was intense. It was an intense game.
Well, and the chain guys are always on the visiting sideline. At least 99% of the time it works out that way, because the chains are supposed to face the press box. So they're always on the visiting side. So when we go someplace, we're over there with the guys keeping the chains who are who are fans of the other school.
Yeah, and a lot of times if you have really experienced chain guys, they know that they're not supposed to talk, really. They're not an official, but they're an arm of the officials. So they're really over there to do business and not really comment or cheer or anything like that. And, we have a really good chain gang here. I don't think we've ever had anything like that happen here. So, but sometimes, it's hard to get people to do the chains, and then you get people doing the chains that have an emotional attachment to the game and they want to cheer or make a comment to coaches. And you really don't need to be doing that.
As far as the game tonight, you guys need a big bounce back from the loss to Union County last week. And, Coach, if you go back and watch that game, I don't feel like we really played all that poorly against Union County. We just couldn't get the football from them.
Yeah, we needed our offense to be on the field a lot more, and our defense was playing hard, and they were playing really well offensively, and we couldn't get off the field, and then we needed to establish. We just needed to stay on the field more offensively, and it just wasn't our night. I don't really feel like we played bad, but when you play a team like Union County, who was the state runner-up last year in 3A, you got to play better than we played to play with them. So I think we've learned some things from it. You know, it was a very physical game, and I was happy we came out with no injuries. So, you know, Webster's, they're a physical team too. So I'm sure they're watching that Union County film and looking at things that they want to do as well. So hopefully the kids will have learned from the Union County game, and we'll come out and we'll play better and get a win.
You look at the average yards per offensive play last week, and our average offensive play was 6.8 yards, and Union's was 6.4. But we talked some on Saturday Morning Quarterback about the difference in time of possession, and Union County held the football on us for over 36 minutes, and we had it for under 12. And you look at some of the stats, they were 8 for 14 on third down, 3 for 3 on fourth down, and I think a couple of those fourth down plays were touchdowns. So that's how close we were sometimes to maybe getting off the field and getting our offense back out there.
On top of that, we gave them 3 extra possessions, really, because we threw a pick 6, and then we lost 2 kickoff returns. We muffed a kick, and then they got an onside kick. So, you know, that's and then they take a lot of time on their drives to score. So that's where you get the time of possession difference.
Well, a disappointing loss, but like you said before, not a fatal loss, because there's a lot of things you can learn from it, and sometimes a setback like that can kind of refocus the team and spur them forward.
Oh, and that has happened to us in the past. You know, some of the worst losses that we've had in the 25 years I've been here has woken us up. So hopefully that's what the Union County game will do to us, and we'll go on a run, and we'll play better going into our district play.
And no doubt Union County is a pretty good football team, too. We kind of leave that out sometimes, but they're probably on the best run in school history for football the last 4 or 5 seasons, and those kids they had in the backfield were pretty good.
Oh, yeah, they have. You know, I think I told our kids, and I think this is true, everybody that touched the ball for them is a senior.
Yeah.
So they're a veteran group that have played a lot of games. They played 15 games last year, and I think the year before they played in the regional finals, and the year before they played in the regional finals. So, you know, they have a lot of experience, and they have a lot of good football players right now. And you know, that we want to get to where they are. And it was just their night. They just outplayed us, and we played hard, but it just wasn't good enough. And you know, we're gonna get back at it.
You never won a loss, but I think that game probably came at a good time for us, and it was good for us to see a quality opponent 3 games into the season.
Oh, yeah, and they are a quality opponent. I mean, they lost to Madisonville, but, you know, what they didn't – Madisonville stopped the run and made them throw, and they threw interceptions, and that we never got to that point. We never stopped the run enough to make them throw the ball, and you know, that's why that score. That's why Madisonville blew them out, and then they blew us out because we couldn't execute what Madisonville was doing to them. And you know, that's just the way it is. Sometimes you just play a better team and you get beat. I feel like we have a good enough team to have beaten them, but on that night they were the better team, and they whooped us pretty good.
Tonight it's Caldwell County and Webster County. We'll come back and talk to the coach about the Webster County Trojans right after this here on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
The playmakers, the win takers. Meet your Caldwell County Tigers.
I'm Dalen. I'm a junior. I play quarterback for Caldwell County Tigers. This is Duke Ward, nose guard, number 57.
I'm Jack Roach, senior linebacker, running back. This is Garner Stallings, defensive end. You're listening to Caldwell County Tigers.
Caldwell County football is on.
It's game day.
And it's game day.
1580 103.3 WPKY.
Caldwell County and Webster County tonight in Dixon. We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung about the matchup. And coach, you guys are 2-1. Webster County is 0-3. What does Webster County want to try to do on offense?
Well, they want to run the ball, you know, and they run the ball more than Union County does. They've thrown the ball. They've only thrown the ball 7 times in 3 games, and they're not great at throwing the ball. So they want to run the ball. So I'm sure they are watching the Union County film and the Marshall County film when Marshall ran the ball, tried to run the ball on us, and I am sure that is their game plan, and they're going to come after us. They're going to run straight at us. If I was them. We have a speed advantage, and they have a size advantage. So if I was them, I would line up and try to run it right at us and make us take that away before I did anything else.
Webster County has struggled offensively this season. They're 0-3, like I mentioned, and it hasn't been that long since we had some offensive struggles, so we kind of understand what that's like a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think about a couple of years ago, we had trouble moving the ball, and when you play teams like that, one of the things that you can expect if their coaches are doing a good job is they're probably not going to keep doing the same stuff. They might try some different stuff to give some life to your offense. So, maybe they'll come out and throw on the ball, and we'll see. But when you're struggling, it's not good to continue to just do the same thing. So I would expect trick plays or maybe still running the ball, but some different schemes. I think any of that is possible Friday night because I'm sure, this is their homecoming game, and I'm sure that they're going to give us their best shot.
Webster County, as we mentioned, struggled a little offensively this season, but when you look at their guys up front, they have pretty good size, which I think we say that every week, but I don't know if Webster's front on offense is as good as Union County or Marshall County or maybe even Hopkins County Central that we've already seen.
Yeah, we've actually played some pretty good lines. In Webster County, I don't know if they're as good as the people we played. They are big. But anything can happen on a Friday night. They may come out inspired, first time playing us for a while and homecoming and want to show out in front of their whole fans. So we better be ready because, anytime you play a team that's winless and it's their homecoming game, and you don't want to give them life. We want to make sure if they onside kick it, we recover it, and we don't need to turn the ball over because we don't want to give them inspiration. We want to squash it quick and get out of there with a win.
Now, from what I've seen of Webster County this season, I don't think they're that bad up front defensively, but with the offensive struggles, the defense is left out there a whole lot.
No, they're a physical bunch of kids. They come downhill. They're not afraid of contact. I think that they're pretty hard-nosed kids, and I expect them to come out and play hard-nosed against us, and we better be ready to match that, or it might be a long night for us.
Webster's given up 44 points a game and just over 360 yards a contest, so hopefully the Tigers can take advantage of that tonight at Webster County. But, again, when you look at that, the offense isn't staying out there long enough for Webster County to help the defense out a little bit. And when you look at all those points per game, that's not always all on the defense.
No, it's not. I mean, anytime the defense is – we saw that Friday night. Anytime the defense is on the field an excessive amount of times, and anytime, against Union, I think we ran 38 plays, and I think they ran 75.
Yeah.
So that's not a good balance, and we want to run more plays, and we want to give our offense more opportunities, and we want to score a bunch of points, and hopefully we can use this game to improve because we got some really important games coming after this one. But right now, this is the one that's right in front of us, and we need to get better.
What kind of look do you expect to get out of the Webster County defense?
I mean, they've been pretty consistent running a 4-3 front, which is what we've seen most of in the past weeks. So I think we'll see a four down guys and three linebackers, and so that's good that we're seeing looks that we've already seen. But you never know; they might throw you a curveball and do something else. So we'll just have to see.
You mentioned some big games coming up for the Tigers, and Trigg County will be at Tiger Stadium next week, and we get into district play a lot earlier this season than what we've become accustomed to the last several years.
Yeah, next week it's a real big game. Trigg has improved, and they have some really good players, and Davari Good and the Williams kid is good. So they have two good Williams kids actually. So they've been out with injuries, but I expect them back against us. We're going to prepare for them, and we'll worry about that starting Saturday, or I'll worry about it starting Saturday, and we need to take care of business tonight first.
Yeah, I know you want to build some momentum because the next 5 games on the schedule are all district contests.
I think it's good. I mean, they're all 2A teams, which is great, and we get to play against people our size, and it makes scheduling a lot easier. So getting ready to start this run, and, it's a lot of traditional schools, and there's a couple new ones that we haven't played much lately in there, and, got to be good games. Most of them are at home. Hopefully we'll have good gates. Our athletic department needs the money, so come on and buy a ticket and come see a football game at Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be a big home schedule for the district slate this year, and those are the games that matter even more so this year because with 6 teams in the district, you've got to pick up a couple of wins somewhere along the way just to get to the playoffs this season.
Yeah, and we want to get a couple wins and get in the playoffs, and I'll be honest with you, we want a home playoff game, so that is our goal, and we're going to play good teams. We're going to play Mayfield and Trigg and Fort Campbell and Crittenden and Todd, and they're going to be good teams, and everybody's going to be competing, and 2 of us are going to have to stay home. So, every week's important, and we want to be prepared and get the kids prepared and represent Caldwell County.
Everybody pretty healthy going into this game?
Yes, sir.
I noticed looking at some of the game film from Webster County, they've given up some big plays on some special teams, and I know you guys are kind of licking your chops anytime you see an opportunity to make a big play in the kicking game.
Always. Special teams is the third facet, and we haven't played great in special teams yet this year, so hopefully we will get better at it and be able to – it'll be a weapon for us in the playoffs.
Did have the kickoff return over at Hopkins County Central and for the touchdown, and the last couple of weeks it feels like we've been so close to breaking a return against Marshall County and Union County.
Well, we got some speed, so anytime you want – if you kick it deep to us, you're taking a chance because we got kids that can take it deep on anybody. So I would not be surprised at all if Webster doesn't come out and onside kick us and pooch kick us every time, because you watch Friday night's game, they hurt us with that. So we're going to work on that and hopefully not let that happen. And if they kick it deep, we're going to try to run it back on them.
What's the main things you guys have worked on in practice this week to try to improve from last week and keep getting better?
Well, we've been working on our tempo offensively. We feel like we can take advantage of teams by playing a little more up-tempo. So you're probably going to see us go a little more up-tempo and get in rhythm. I think you're going to see us try to take advantage of things that we need to be better at. I told Coach Stallings, an offensive coordinator, there are some routine things that we're not doing as well right now, and we spent a lot of time working on it this week, and hopefully those things will get our offense in a good rhythm and develop more consistency and keep our defense off the field.
Caldwell County and Webster County tonight in Dixon. Coach, as always, what's the keys to success tonight for the Tigers?
It's always the turnover battle, Todd. It's the most telling statistic of about any game, and we don't want to turn the ball over, and we want to force turnovers. And, other than that, we just want to end every drive with a kick and not let them score.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight against Webster County.
Thank you, Todd.
Tiger head coach Aaron McClung as the Tigers get ready to take on the Webster County Trojans tonight in Dixon. Stay tuned. The Tiger pregame show is coming up next here on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Webster County High School. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers take their 2-1 record on the road to face a winless Webster County team that has started the season at 0-3.
The playmakers, the win takers. Meet your Caldwell County Tigers.
This is wide receiver Brent Springfield, senior.
Cam Wilson, junior, running back and receiver.
This is CJ Bratry, senior defensive lineman. This is senior defensive end Carter Bedell, and you're listening to the Caldwell County Tigers on WPKY.
Caldwell County.
Hey, heard you for a second. You're on in 5.
1580, 103.3 WPKY.
You gonna do that again?
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Webster County High School. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers will take their 2-1 record on the road to take on a winless Webster County team. All right, we are hot and we are good, and I'm still hearing a commercial.
Tri-Shoes as the perfect vehicle for your next adventure.
What's going on?
We're hearing a commercial, Abby.
Check out a fantastic lineup of new
I don't know why. Everything should be set up.
so you can drive with confidence.
You shoot me a text when we're on the air, and I'll go ahead and start it again.
Family from your first test drive.
All right, I'll give you one more after this one so I can set it up.
Okay.
This is Daniel Ingram with H&R Agri-Power. Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $3,500. Now through September 30th, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details. Come and see us at H&R Agri-Power, 4900 Eagle Way, Hawkinsville.
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Webster County High School. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers will take their 2-1 record on the road to face a winless Webster County team that has started the season at 0-3. We'll start breaking this one down between the Tigers and the Trojans on the Tiger Football pregame
Hey
show.
guys, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I am not hearing you on the air.
When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community.
How about now?
Contact them
Anything?
today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance.
Like, I can hear you in queue, but I couldn't hear you on air. So we're going to have to try that again.
Are you in program, he said?
Yes, you are in program.
Yes. I'm going to let Camden take the headset off and call you and just keep playing commercials till y'all work something out.
All right.
We got technical difficulties, Brucey.
Yes, sir. Everyone needs
So
someone
anyway,
to hold the
Charlie
ladder
was
when
telling
cutting
me a
down
story
the
about. He said that him and Trice used to bird hunt all the time together. He said that Trice went out and paid $1,000 for these dogs.
Your Planters Bank total checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters
better
Perks
dogs
checking.
than Trice's.
Get new
It is
benefits
more
accessible
Trice.
instantly from
He
the
said, I shoot a
exclusive
bird
Planters
in
Perks
about 2
app.
months to
New
get it.
ways to waive
He
your
said
monthly
Trice
service
just
charge.
cussing.
Valuable savings in area businesses. And you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Whether you're cruising a Kentucky country road or weaving through city streets, Tri-Shoes has the perfect vehicle for your next adventure. Discover their friendly team and check out a fantastic lineup of new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned vehicles. There's something for every style and budget, so you can drive with confidence wherever life leads. At Tri-Shoes, you're treated like family from your first test drive to every service visit. Start your journey at Tri-Shoes.
Imagine walking into your office every morning where every wall is perfected to the highest standard. At Altman Coatings, we offer the opportunity to transform your business environment into a pristine space that reflects professionalism and taste. Our expert team is driven by precision and perfection and handles every project with the utmost care, whether it's a towering commercial building or a cozy home office. Choose your excellence by choosing Altman Coatings. Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Have you seen it? At WPKY, you asked and we listened. Our website now has upgraded features, making it easy to find what you need when you need it. Your local news edge with names you know.
I'm Tammy Hetcock.
I'm Edward Marlowe reporting for your News Edge.
And voices you trust.
With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Alan White.
Covering the people, schools, businesses, and communities that matter to you.
For your WPKY News Edge, this is George Kilgore.
Late-breaking weather, local forecasts, and photos.
I'm Joshua Clausen with your Ag Edge weather.
Community info and calendar, church events, and local organizations.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I being broadcast over a program?
Your teams all covered by name.
I don't have the mic on right now because we're in ads.
Okay.
Do you want me to put
you
on the air?
You need the people you love. No fees, no hoops to
Hello?
jump through. All in one place.
Okay, I could put you on air for like 2 seconds if you want to test it. But
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside
the mic
pickup.
is on program and it is all the way up.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
You look amazing. What's your secret?
Oh, girl, I've been taking the shot, the semi-glutide weight loss shot.
Isn't that super expensive and hard to get?
No, girl. I get mine at Princeton Drugstore. My starting dose was less than $50 a week, and I lost 20 pounds my first month. And if you don't have a prescription, you can talk to their telehealth physician.
Wow, that sounds great. I totally need to give them a call.
Princeton Drugstore. Your journey to feeling and looking fabulous starts here. Contact them today.
Hopkinsville Electric System wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
Your Planters Bank Total Checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters Perks Checking. Get new benefits accessible instantly from the exclusive Planters Perks app. New ways to waive your monthly service charge. Valuable savings at area businesses. And you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Since 1894, serving as your steadfast local banking choice, Fredonia Valley Bank. The world has transformed since then, but their dedication to you, their neighbors, has not wavered. Navigate financial complexity with a bank that's powered by 129 years of excellence. They're committed to investing in their community and the prosperity of their customers. Remember, choose local, live local, dine local, shop local, and bank local. Fredonia Valley Bank, where local people make local decisions. Your genuine community bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At U-Ride, the lot is always changing. Their ever-evolving inventory means you never know what treasure you'll find. From sporty coupes to family SUVs. Didn't spot your perfect car? Tell them what you're looking for. Their team will help track it down and get you behind the wheel fast. In-house financing makes driving away easy. And they're with you every mile because at U-Ride, they are committed to you after the sale. Discover what's new today at U-Ride on Marion Road in Princeton.
Ever have one of those medical questions you're too embarrassed to ask?
Is mayo actually really good to put in your kids' hair if they have lice?
I get up 2 or 3 times a night to pee. Is that normal?
What should you do about sugars?
Starting September 15th, Community Medical Clinic will join Coffee Talk to spill the beans. Text your questions at 270-963-9038. Listen middle Mondays at 8:15.
We figured out the problem.
Your answer.
I don't know.
You're on in 10.
Okay, thank you, Abby.
On 1580.
Yep.
The Potosina Mexican restaurant would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Webster County High School. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers will take their 2-1 record on the road to take on a winless Webster County team at 0-3 on the season. You're listening to Tiger Football on the Tiger Football pregame show on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and, of course, always online at WPKYonline.com. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker with you here at Webster County. Camden McGregor in the truck. Abby Cowan back at the station. And, Ken, this is a rebound game after a tough performance last week against Union County where they controlled the clock for 3/4 of the game, roughly. Caldwell County is going to come into tonight, try to get some things well, take on a team that's struggling out of the gate this season. Look for a lot of things to be straightened out for Caldwell County tonight and maybe get out to a big lead early in this one.
Yeah, Dennis, I mean, last week it was sort of a, let's call 1-800 stop the run,
right.
Because it wasn't so much us. It was just, we were just a little bit outmanned. Union County they were still a state runner-up last year,
right.
And they still have a lot of guys that are on that team from last year, and that the rumors of their demise were over-exaggerated just a bit. So, that was a good Union County team, and we hung with them for a while. We just got tired out there in the second half and couldn't quite get anything going there because we couldn't have the football. The good thing about tonight is, you get a loss, then you got a chance. You got a team that's maybe a little lesser than you are at this point in the season, and it's not like you're going from Union County to Madison, North Hopkins to Graves County to McCracken County.
It's a lot different this season. You're right.
Absolutely, Dennis. You got a little bit of a buffer here, and the thing you have to do as a football team tonight is, number one, forget about last week. Last week's over. It's a loss. We're going to move on, and now you focus on just taking care of business. Our goals tonight. Number one, let's put this team away early. Let's strike early, strike often, and don't even make a game out of it. Because the longer an underdog stays in the game, the more confidence they get and whatnot. So get out there, put a crooked number on the board, and let's get this thing over with.
And this is a big night for Webster County. It's their homecoming night. So like you said, you want to come out and take away any hope if you can do it tonight.
Absolutely.
Come out strong in this one. And I look for Coach McClung to maybe open up the passing game a little bit tonight, to take some shots. We have had some bright moments at times and struggled at times, especially early in the season, which is expected at times. But I think this is an opportunity that Coach McClung is going to take to really show what Dalen Lander can do and get Cam Wilson more involved in this offense.
Yeah, why not? Those are two of our stalwart players that we have, Dalen and Camden, and Cam. And again, I just think, this is the kind of game you can start working out some kinks, get some guys involved. Drew Stevens,
Drew Stevens had a good game last week.
Zy Rollins, get guys like that involved and get those guys running around and start, throwing that ball around the field a little bit. And, that kind of gives you a little confidence. And that's something we haven't had in the last few years. We haven't had those early season games to give us confidence. We've been behind the 8 ball against those teams that are obviously bigger, stronger, and faster than we were.
You look at Caldwell County last week against Union County, 99 yards on the ground. I think you're going to see a lot of trying to maybe get outside on Webster County, see what they have in the secondary, if we can break that initial line of scrimmage and test a lot of things out tonight. You're almost playing on house money early in this one till you see how things are going to go against Webster County, because Webster, not to take anything away from those guys, they're coming out, they're trying, they're practicing every week and trying to get better. But right now they're really struggling offensively. Their defense has been on the field a lot this season, so Caldwell County has a chance tonight to expose a lot of that early and see what happens.
Well, this is one of those games. These are tough games sometimes when you've got a pretty good football team. I remember a few years ago, we played teams like Crittenden, and we just knew we were going to, have a running clock in the second half, and it was almost like the first guy touched the ball, scored, and then nobody else got a chance to touch the ball, And so I hope we have a game like that tonight. We need some games like that, Dennis. We need a game like that. We need to get, again, confidence. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the Tigers tonight. I know they're ready to go. And, again, Webster County, it's just they've got 33 guys on the roster. They're a little bit down. Again, this team has historically had low numbers. But, again, they're going to come out and compete. So, you got to play.
Yeah, you can't just mail it in out of the kickoff tonight. You've got to go out and execute, and I look for a big performance from Caldwell County tonight. 23 minutes or so before we kick this one off from Dixon, Kentucky. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about that Tiger defense when we come back on the Tiger pregame show on WPKY.
Since 1894, serving as your steadfast local banking choice, Fredonia Valley Bank. The world has transformed since then, but their dedication to you, their neighbors, has not wavered. Navigate financial complexity with a bank that's powered by 129 years of excellence. They're committed to investing in their community and the prosperity of their customers. Remember, choose local, live local, dine local, shop local, and bank local. Fredonia Valley Bank, where local people make local decisions. Your genuine community bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At U-Ride, the lot is always changing. Their ever-evolving inventory means you never know what treasure you'll find. From sporty coupes to family SUVs. Didn't spot your perfect car? Tell them what you're looking for. Their team will help track it down and get you behind the wheel fast. In-house financing makes driving away easy. And they're with you every mile because at U-Ride, they are committed to you after the sale. Discover what's new today at U-Ride on Marion Road in Princeton.
Ever have one of those medical questions you're too embarrassed to ask?
Is mayo actually really good to put in your kids' hair if they have lice?
I get up 2 or 3 times a night to pee. Is that normal?
What should you do about sugars?
Starting September 15th, Community Medical Clinic will join Coffee Talk to spill the beans. Text your questions at 270-963-9038. Listen middle Mondays at 8:15, and you might just hear your answer.
I don't know.
Is that normal?
What's the real answer?
Is that true? Spill the beans, only on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
County High School Tiger pregame show on the air right now. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker getting set for the Tigers and the Trojans tonight. Caldwell County looking to go 3-1 on the season. Webster County hoping to get off an 0-3 skid right now on their homecoming night. Ken, we talked a little bit about the Tiger offense, and there's so many players that we can go to. Drew Stevens, Zy Rollins, of course, Dalen, Cam, Jack Roach, even at times. A lot of kids that we can go to. Defensively, I think this is where Caldwell County has shined, and you say, how can you say that after giving up 300 and something yards last week? The team was tired last week. They were on the field a lot. I think the time of possession was almost 36-12 last week when Caldwell County took on Union County. But this defense under Coach Burkett has really shined this season. They are aggressive. They are bringing people on just about every play. It's exciting to watch, and I think this is going to have Webster County thinking, man, do they have 11 guys over there, or do they have 15 or 16 guys over there? Because I look for Caldwell County to just get ultra aggressive tonight early.
Well, take out some frustration from last week for sure, Dennis. I can tell you this for a fact. I'm not too worried about the passing game for Webster County.
2 out of 7 on the season.
Their quarterback, number 10, Hayden Wright, has completed 2 passes, and he's thrown 2 interceptions this year.
Right.
And so, obviously they're a run-heavy team. I don't think they've completed a pass I've seen in warm-ups yet. So they're a pretty run-heavy team, and that's what we're going to play for. I'm sure he's going to stack the box, and we're just going to just fire off the ball, and we're going to – tonight I think we can stop the run against these guys. We've got, man for man, we're a little better. But, yeah, this defense under our coach, this guy's got these guys fired up. He's got them excited about playing defense. Defense is not the most exciting part of the game. You're not scoring touchdowns, but, man, he's got them flying to the football, and you love to see that.
And I think we're looking at Webster County warming up right now. They do have good size, but I think this goes back to something we have talked about. Todd and his guests on the pregame show this season have talked about. Caldwell County has maybe a smaller defense than a lot of teams, but we are very quick, and these guys don't appear to be really fast off the football. So maybe the speed factor comes in again tonight. Caldwell County can get some better penetration and take care of that run game for Webster County.
Give me a fast, aggressive lineman any day of the week over a big, slow one. And take a look at look no further than when we won a state championship in 1998. Danville had guys that were 300 pounds out there, and our nose guard was Billy Hooks. He was 165 pounds soaking wet. And so, we were able to compete and actually win that football game. So, look for Duke Ward tonight. These guys, these big guys on the interior of Webster's line, they're going to have a hard time keeping Duke out of the backfield because Duke is quick, he's fast, he's built like a running back, he's short, low to the ground, and he is quick. And so he will, I think Duke, and then of course Jack Roach in that linebacker position, and of course Cam Wilson in the other linebacker position, look for them to have 2 big games tonight as well.
I'm glad you brought up Duke Ward. I had a chance to talk with one of the Tiger coaches before the game tonight and how much we bragged on what we saw out of Duke Ward coming in that second half, how fired up he was. And he said if I had every kid play as hard as Duke Ward, we would never have trouble out of a football team. That kid is nonstop effort and just a good kid to be around. So I'm glad you brought his name up. Just about 18 minutes before we kick this one off. Go ahead.
Yeah, another kid to think about too is Carter Bedell. You know, Carter he's second on the team in tackles this year, 34 tackles. You know, he's a big, strong kid at the end position. He's another kid. He and Colson Maddox as well in that defensive line, in that linebacker position. I mean, they're both doing really well there.
We're going to take a quick break of 1 minute. We'll be back on the Tiger pregame show. We'll have tonight's injury report and go down to the field for the first time tonight with Todd Griffin. All of that still to come right here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Take control of your health journey with Dr. John Mobley at Caldwell Medical Center. Specializing in bariatric surgery using the lap band system, Dr. Mobley brings over 25 years of expertise to help you achieve lasting weight loss. Enjoy personalized consultations, ongoing education, and dedicated support, all from one location. Don't wait to transform your tomorrow. Contact Caldwell Medical Center today. Better health, better life, right here, close to home.
Did you know every time you shop in our Big Deal store, you're not just grabbing a great bargain, you're supporting local businesses right here in our community? At WPKY, the Big Deals program allows local businesses to trade gift certificates for advertising, helping them grow as they reach more customers. And don't we all want our business community to grow? Help our local business community thrive and save money too. Shop Big Deals at WPKYonline.com and make a difference. Visit WPKYonline.com and click on Big Deals today.
Fortner Gas wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
Tigers and the Trojans. This is the Tiger football pregame show. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker with you tonight. Just about 16 minutes before we kick this one off, let's take a quick look at tonight's injury report brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the field. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Talked to Coach Riley a little bit before the game tonight. Said everybody is available. There's some nicks, there's some cuts, there's some bruises, there's some soreness. About what you would expect a month into the season, but everybody available tonight for the Tigers.
Hey, that's a win. That's a win for the home team. We'll take it. Yeah, this time of year you're starting to get a little bruises, beats, and bangs here and there, but, you know, they're young.
Yeah, you recover a little bit quicker back at that age. A nice night here. We've got some of the September warmth back in the air here at Trojan Field, but it's going to be a nice night, clear skies. Temperature should get into the upper 70s by the time this one's over. Webster County out in the home all maroon with the gold helmets. Caldwell County white jerseys with the gold helmets and gold pants tonight.
LSU style, man.
They are ready to play. The numbers are up for Caldwell County this season, which is always good, I think, up in the mid-40s. So nice to see a lot more uniforms standing on that line watching the offense warm up tonight. Just under 15 before we kick this one off tonight. Let's take our first trip down to the sideline tonight and talk with Todd Griffin.
For 7-on-7 action, but this is the first time we've been here in 18 years for a regular season contest. Chris George is with us, so it must be a big game. Chris, as you watch the teams warm up out here, what's your first impressions of, first of all, the new facility and the two teams getting ready to go at it?
It's much different than we were here last time. We were actually reminiscing about the last time as we were driving over. At a glance, not knowing much about Webster County, at a glance, I'm just saying they're big up front, but they don't look athletic to me, but they are big. So that should be interesting. Is it going to play out kind of like Hopkins Central, where up front it was tough early, and then late in the game their big boys were just tired and didn't want to try to tackle anybody anymore?
Should be an interesting matchup here tonight. I don't think Webster County, like you said, is athletically as good as any of the teams we've seen so far, but they do play hard. They get after you. they've struggled offensively, as the guys have mentioned during the pregame show, and sometimes when your offense struggles, and we saw it a couple of years ago, you end up with your defense on the field all night, and you start looking, they've given up 44 points a game and probably 360 yards a game, but they're on the field the whole game.
Well, you just can't leave your D out there, and especially looking at their numbers, it doesn't look like they have a lot of numbers. So it's probably a lot of guys going both ways. And if you're going both ways and your D is out there all night, you're going to be tired in the late third, fourth quarter, and that's where you end up getting big points put up on you.
Now, what story from Webster County do we tell first? Do we tell everybody about the deer, or do we tell everybody about the chain gangs?
I got to go with the chain gang. That's my favorite story.
Well, twice at Webster County, I've seen members of the chain gang actually thrown out of the game for disputing calls with the officials, and actually one didn't so much dispute the official, he disputed former Tiger coach David Barnes, and Coach Barnes called a timeout and told the referee that he didn't want that guy on his sideline. And of course, when you're on the road, you're out there with the guy carrying the box and the chains. They stopped the game, and eventually a sheriff's deputy came down and escorted that member of the chain gang off the field.
That is a memorable night that we had a good time talking about for seasons on end after that, when that gentleman had to be escorted off.
And we had a crazy game over here in 1997. We ended up getting out of town with a 40-39 win, but there was a mark down near the goal line for Webster County. The ball carrier's helmet crossed the goal line, but he had the ball on his hip. The officials marked it down short of the goal line, and one of the members of the chain gang, again, got all over the referee, and the referee came over and told him he couldn't do that if he was a member of the chain gang. He'd have to leave, and the guy took his vest off, wadded it up, and threw it at the referee, and he was gone.
Yeah, I hope we don't have an eventful night tonight, Todd. Let's get out of here, nobody get hurt, and with a big win for the Tigers is what I'm hoping for.
And we were on our way over here one year, and I can't remember exactly the year. I think it was maybe the last time we came over here, but someone ahead of us, maybe the bus even, had hit a deer, and so they had to reroute traffic, through the hollows of Webster County to get us over here. And we got here just a little bit late. I remember pulling into the parking lot, and Chip Hutchison from the newspaper was driving that night. He stopped, and I think you and Gary got out and sprinted over the hill into the stadium. And you guys, I think, saw kickoff that night.
Did.
Yeah, I missed kickoff that night.
And I don't run anywhere, folks. Yeah. So, it was an emergency if I was running anywhere.
It was quite the sight seeing Gary take off with the clipboards and run.
Right, it was. But we got here, got down the steps and across the field and saw kickoff so we could give you all accurate stats.
Yeah. Well, I did miss the kickoff that night. By the time I got in the stadium, we already had the ball, and we're getting ready for the first play of the game. So guys, we at least have some good memories from over here at Webster County, some excitement. Hopefully we'll have a great ball game tonight. Hopefully the Caldwell County Tigers can come out and make some big plays early in the contest, take control of this one. I think kicking game, we've almost seen the last couple of weeks, a couple of balls taken back to the house. Just watching the way that Webster County gets down the field a couple of times on some of their kick coverage, maybe this is a night that we'll see Shane Farrow maybe or somebody else maybe bust one and put a big play on the board for us, guys.
First, Todd. Yeah. Shane Farrow is under the house.
All right.
And it'll be a pick six.
Oh, there you guys go.
All right, Todd, thank you. I'll tell you what, the halftime moment in history has a lot to live up to, considering the pregame here with the talks about the chain gang and the deer. So looking forward to that tonight as well. 10 minutes before we kick this one off, we were expecting the national anthem anytime, and we will get to that. I think the kids are starting to warm up here in front of us. I think, Todd, we'll be able to pick those guys up tonight for the national anthem, which is always brought to you by our friends at Morris Construction. Ken, one name we didn't mention, I'm glad they did. Shane Farrow is playing some ball right now. He can break one at any time.
He's a track athlete, and you can't have enough track athletes in your football team, Dennis, I'll tell you, and that kid can fly. If he gets in the open, he is gone. And we've seen some explosive plays from him already this season, and so tonight I'm sure he is like Pavlov's dogs. He's salivating to get that ball in his hand and just take that thing to the house, man.
Webster County team is come out of the tunnel and head to their sideline. Caldwell County is still back at the locker room waiting Webster County to enter the field. Caldwell County 2-1 on the season, Ken, and playing some good football early, although not putting that complete game together. There's been some frustrating sections of each game, each of the three so far. You could tell it a little bit in Coach McClung's voice at halftime on the halftime joint interview going off the field. There are some things that they do well, and then things that he knows they have to correct when it starts getting into district play, which I think is the next 5 games when we come back to Tiger Stadium and start that run next week.
Yeah, Dennis, I mean, we need to, against a good physical football team, we're going to have to stop the run. We're going to see that. Our passing game still has some work to be done. We've got to still work on our receivers and quarterback timing. So, those are things that we all need to try to shore up, particularly getting into the meat of your district schedule. We got a lot of district games this year.
Right.
And, those are things that we can all work on. But overall, 2-1. You played Marshall. You're a good Marshall County team. You got a big win over Hopkins Central. And now let's just come out tonight and do what we do.
Got a little Metallica blaring for us tonight as Webster County comes out on the field. And they are looking for a win. They're hungry, too. These kids, they're not coming out here to roll over. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the pregame. They have to be, Caldwell County has to be ready to play tonight. We've seen upsets. If you're a Kentucky Wildcat basketball fan, you know what an upset is for the last few years before Coach Pope. So anything can happen. You can't come out here and just mail in a score. You've got to come out and take care of business on the field.
Yeah, though, Dennis, the one game that usually the better team wins is football. It's very rarely that a team that's such a big underdog will pull off a victory. Every now and then you'll get an Appalachian State beating a Michigan.
Right.
But it's not often because of the physicality and just the amount of players that have to all kind of gel on one play to make it work.
And I think we're about to have the national anthem now as the players are on the sideline. We will go to the national anthem performed tonight by the Webster County High School Band. National Anthem brought to you by Morris Construction, the area's trusted name in home improvement and construction for over 20 years. Whether you're building a new home or upgrading your roof, they have the expertise to handle your project with care and professionalism. Morris Construction, they don't just get the job done, they nail it. Of course, flags at half staff here at the stadium as all across the country after the events of this week. And we're not going to get into a political conversation, but we're just going to say that it's okay to have a difference of opinion and leave it at that instead of going to extremes. Let's go down on the field with Todd Griffin for tonight's coin toss.
Guys, we're out here on the Big W at midfield here at Webster County tonight, getting ready for football action between the Tigers and the Trojans. First time these two teams have played in 17 seasons. First time here in 18. Let's listen in to the coin toss tonight.
All right, guys. Sportsmanship's very important. Keep the knees covered. Help us out on the field. Your captains take care of any problems, and we won't have to step into it. All right. Yes, sir. Caldwell, you're the visiting team, which is called the toss in the air. I got a fox head for heads. It says tails on the back. Mr. Winters needs to hear it. Okay. Yes, if I drop it, we'll do it again.
Heads.
Heads is the call, Rick. It is tails. You've won the coin.
We want the ball.
You want the football.
Yes, sir.
Which way do you want to kick? Scoreboard. You want to kick to the scoreboard?
No, away from it.
Away from the scoreboard. Caldwell point over there. Right here, guys.
All right, guys, there you have it. Webster County has won the toss tonight. we seem to be struggling on the coin tosses this year for some reason. Maybe we just need to call heads every time or tails every time or something. We got to kind of shake that one off. But Webster County wanted the ball. That's a little bit different than what we see sometimes. But I guess that means the Trojans are ready to go, and we'll see how the Tiger defense does to start things out.
All right, Todd, thank you for the coin toss coverage down on the field. Just over 3 minutes before we kick this one off. Tigers and Trojans. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back with tonight's opening game prayer and also the last words from our man Ken Parker here on the game tonight. All of that still to come on the Tiger pregame show, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
This is Daniel Ingram with H&R AgriPower. Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $3,500. Now through September 30th, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details. Come and see us at H&R AgriPower, 4900 Eagle Way, Hopkinsville.
Are you overwhelmed when it comes to marketing your business? This is Cindy Allen Lax with the Edge Media Group. And when I started my career 30 years ago, we sold radio. But we are so much more today. We have multiple radio stations and websites. Digital advertising, well, it's a must for a business. But which direction to go in can be a real challenge. We can help you with that challenge. Let us put our team of experts to work for you. Contact us today at theedgemediagroup.net.
You Ride hopes you'll ride with the Tigers and Lady Tigers all season.
Back to the Tiger pregame show. Just under 2 minutes before we kick this one away. Time now for tonight's opening prayer. Holy God, thank you for another Friday night. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the field tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. And bless our country.
5-man officiating crew at midfield right now, getting ready for tonight's kickoff. Ken, this is a game that Caldwell County is expected to win and win big, in all honesty. So instead of saying keys to winning the game, what's the keys to winning the game properly tonight and as expected for the coaching staff to be pleased with this performance?
Execution, execute what you do. Don't do anything special. Execute what you do. Play your game. Stupid mistakes, avoid penalties. You know, you can learn a lot in a blowout. Watch how your kids are acting on the sidelines. You know, encourage your teammates if they're out there. But execute. Do what you do and execute to the fullest. And if you take care of that, I mean, just like Nick Saban said, just trust the process. And this is the process we have, and trust it, execute it, and should take care of the things tonight.
Kickoff tonight is brought to you by Farless Realty. Are you ready to buy or sell a home? Don't waste precious time. Call Farless Realty today. Let a realtor do it for you. Give them a call at 270-365-5058. Stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton, or contact them online at Facebook and farlessrealty.com. 20 seconds before kickoff, and it's Sutton Ritchie to put it in play. This kid has the ability to put it in the end zone every time he tees it up.
He can, but don't think Coach McClung might pull a long-side kick here to start the football game. I mean, I tell you, he's a bit of a gambler on special teams, man. So.
And we are set to go. Caldwell County in the visiting white with the gold pants and helmet. It's a full kickoff. Ritchie puts it all the way down the field. Fielded at the 5-yard line. Webster County on the return. Back up the middle, trying to get to the outside. Caldwell County chasing. Webster County with a nice return across the 20 and out to the 26-yard line. And Ken, we're going to ask forgiveness on calling the spots of the football at times on this field. It's in a little rough shape. I love what they're doing here at Webster County. The lights are great for the pregame, the new scoreboard, the new track. The field is probably next, so they're making the improvements here, and I'm happy for them, but at times we may have trouble on that far end. We'll see how the lights do tonight.
It looks like the field is phase 4 of the renovations, and we're at phase 3 now.
Handoff right up the middle. That is number 22, Ty Phillips, the leading rusher for Webster County, but leading rusher for Webster after 30 carries, only 122 yards on the season. Pretty good pickup on first down, though, out to the 30, pickup of 4, second down and 6 coming up for the Trojans. At quarterback is Hayden Wright, a senior. 2 out of 7 on the season, as Ken said earlier, only 7 yards through the air and 2 interceptions. So look for Webster to keep it on the ground vast majority of the time tonight. Another run just off the right side, picks up about 2. Third down coming up.
Webster County, it would be to their advantage to try to control the clock as much as they can, take as much time off the play clock as you can. They're just a ball control kind of football team, much like Union County, just not quite as good.
Third down and a long 2 coming up for the Trojans. They'll set up out of the compact set. Right rolls to the right, throws it down the field, not close to the intended receiver, which is number 20, Tyler Kautzman.
Yeah,
he really had a couple of open kids on that right side, just overthrew them, rushed the pass a little bit, had pretty good protection on the rollout, of course.
I guess they're thinking they're in 4-down territory here, Dennis, because I'm not sure why they called a pass there. I mean, they've already got 8 yards on 2 runs. Why would you just keep run away from that? Well,
a big line, big offensive line for Webster County. Right.
Might
will
be the
go out of the gun.
Biggest punter that we've seen all year, it looks like, perhaps.
All right's going to go in back. They do bring the punting team out. Low snap, scooped up, gets the ball away. Flag comes down. I'm not sure they got the play off. I don't see any play clocks here.
His knee was on the
field.
ground, guys, so it's a dead ball at the 19, and that's where Caldwell County is going to take over.
Oh, my.
Oh, that's a tough turnover for Webster County.
Wow.
Caldwell County with great field position to start this one. 1st and 10 at the Webster County 19-yard line. Big break for the Tigers early. Coach McClung sends out Dalen Lander in this offense. What do you go to first, Ken, if you're Coach McClung? Pass or run against Webster on the first play?
I'm going to the end zone, man. I'm throwing the ball.
That's what I'm thinking. When you've got this kind of position, that's where I was hoping you would go with that.
Drew Stevens on a skinny post here, and I'm going to score.
Or Zy Rollins to score. Instead, it's a handoff.
Not.
Cam Wilson straight up the middle, gets it inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line.
If you ask
Maybe
me,
we're gambling a little bit with Coach McClung's money tonight.
If you ask me what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the ball every time, Dennis.
Lander out of the shotgun. Has Maddox in the backfield. Lander looks to the corner, wants to go to the end zone instead, pulls it short, and it's complete to Derek Wilson inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. A New Tech seed. First down for Caldwell County. New Tech seeds growing more than just corn and soybeans. Like the Tigers, they grow success. Contact Nikki Dunbar and check them out at New Tech Seeds. Snap to Lander, handoff to Maddox. Dodges a tackler at the line of scrimmage inside the 5. We're going to call it the 2 from here. 9:33 left to play in the first quarter. No score, but Caldwell County, after a tough turnover by Webster County on the punt that was fielded with a knee down, gave Caldwell County great field position. Now Tigers looking to cash it in, and they do with Cam Wilson. Touchdown Tigers. 9:16 left to play in the first quarter. Cam Wilson on a 2-yard run.
Yeah, Caldwell County came out of that drive, Dennis. They had a little tempo. They were getting on the line quickly and getting the play off very quickly. They had a good tempo there on offense, and hopefully that's something we can continue. I like that offense with that tempo. You get the defense on their heels a little bit. Nice little drive there by the Tigers.
An undersized line opened up some pretty big holes against that big defense for Webster County. Kick is up, and of course plenty of distance and good. 9:16 left in the first. Tigers already up 7-0.
It's a Friday tradition. The smell of popcorn is in the air. The WPKY sports crew is ready. Get on your feet, Tiger fans. It's kickoff time. Caldwell County Tiger football is on the air. Don't miss a moment of tonight's action. Listen live on the free WPKY app, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on the air at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Health First Community Health Center wishes the Tiger best of luck this year.
First down, one receiver outside for Webster County. Hand off to the D-back, trying to get to the outside on the right side. Has some room. It's going to be a big run on first down, maybe close to another first down, nearing midfield at the 47-yard line.
So Webster County had an off-balance line. They had about 6 guys on the right side of the line of scrimmage. We didn't really adjust to it, and they had us outnumbered over there, Dennis. And so, we need to recognize that and see it. The little bit of frustrating thing is right now they're gashing us just a little bit on the run,
Right.
And they're in the same formation again. They got off-balance line again.
Ball on the ground. Caldwell County comes up with the fumble recovery. It looks like from here.
Yeah.
Is that Derek Wilson?
Derek Wilson. Webster County just can't stand prosperity to me, it looks like. They just dropped the ball there. I don't know what happened.
Just a bad handoff, and it comes to Caldwell County as the Tigers defense stiffens ball at the 45-yard line of Webster County. 6:40 to play in the first quarter. Caldwell County up 7-0. Offense back out on the field. Good crowd on hand tonight for both squads. Caldwell County almost filling up the bleachers across the way along with some fold-out chairs. Big crowd, though, for Webster County here tonight on homecoming night. Lander has an empty backfield. Maddox in motion. Shovel pass to Maddox, trying to get to the edge, and does not. Gets tackled for a loss back near the 49-yard line. Good pursuit by Webster County, and they catch Maddox for a 3 or 4 yard loss, almost back to midfield.
Dennis, I'm looking at the matchups out here on the field, and I'm looking at these DBs guarding our receivers. There's nowhere, Drew Stevens is going to be, he can beat this kid off the ball anytime he wants to here.
Whistles blow to stop this one, and it's going to be a false start against Caldwell County.
That's the kind of stuff that just makes you frustrated as a coach. That, like we said, let's come out and execute. No penalties. Stay on the football. Be smart.
Loss of 5 on the penalty, plus a loss of 4 on first down. 2nd down and 19 for the Tigers. First time Caldwell County's been in their own end of the field offensively tonight. Tripp set out to the right. Maddox in the backfield. Zy Rollins all alone to the left side. Webster brings some pressure, and they're going to get to Lander back at the 40. A little bit of a surprise. Caldwell County couldn't pick up the blitz, and Webster brings Lander down at the 40-yard line. So another loss. Caldwell County has gone backwards each play of this drive. You got to do something here, Ken. Get at least half of it back to. You got to suspect maybe Coach McClung is going to not try to play a field position as much tonight with Webster. We'll see about that if the time comes. Lander on a low snap, able to get it up. Rolls to his left, looking down the field. Left-hander lobs it open. Is Caldwell County's Wilson.
It was Derek Wilson.
Derek Wilson on the catch for a Caldwell County first down. New Tech Seed first down. Big play there. And I think Lander, of course, it's probably expected, feels better rolling out to his left, being left-handed, but he laid that pass right on target for Derek Wilson.
Yeah, Dalen on a full run and just put it right in the breadbasket.
Maddox on the run, gets to the left side, finds a big hole, and picks up about 8 on first down. That'll take us to 5 minutes to play in the first quarter, 7-0 Caldwell County. Todd, after this play, we'll take a quick head down on the sideline, so just going to give you a heads up on that. Lander looking it over. Some of the best times for an offense, 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3. You've got so many options here, Ken.
The playbook is wide open, my friend.
Tripp set to the left, tight side on that side. Maddox up the middle, hopping and dodging his way to a New Tech Seed first down. Let's go down to the sideline with Todd.
Well, I got to see Webster County's games on and against Crittenden County and Muhlenberg County. I didn't think they were that bad up front. Now, they have to play a whole lot of plays every game. As we mentioned, the offense doesn't keep the ball very long, but I thought from what I saw, they were pretty solid up front defensively.
Thanks, Todd. 2 receivers each side. Lander looks to the right, goes to the sideline. It's Derek Wilson again, had his man beat, and he's going to get inside the 5 down to, let's call it the 4-yard line. A heavy dose of Derek Wilson tonight, a name we didn't talk about in the pregame much, but he's an athlete, and he can really do some damage on a given night, starting with a good performance tonight.
Yeah, he's only had 4 receptions for 47 yards all year, Dennis, so he's coming out nice tonight.
Caldwell County with some misdirection with Maddox, and it's not going very far. Flag comes in late on the play from the back judge. That'll stop the clock with 3:39 left to play in the first quarter. Tigers up 7-0 on a 19-yard drive to open the contest after an error on a punt attempt by Webster County. It was a late flag, Ken, coming in from the back of the end zone.
Could have been a face mask or something. I couldn't tell. That was kind of the area they were all, trying to tackle him.
Caldwell County with the football. Lander rolls into the end zone, and it's Cam Wilson on a 3-yard touchdown pass with 3:35 left to play in the first. Pretty easy play for them, Ken, on that one. Just a little toss to Cam Wilson.
It seems to me that you and I are going to have to come up with some content tonight, Dennis, and I think I've got some good ideas, man. Whoo, man, that was just too easy.
Kick.
Man, goodness.
Is good. 3:35 left in the first. Caldwell up 14-0. Back after this on WPKY.
Your home energy bills shouldn't break the bank. Pennyrile Electric and TVA Energy Right are here to help. Extreme weather, aging appliances, kids who never turn the lights off. There are lots of reasons why your energy bill can feel too high. Pennyrile Electric partners with TVA Energy Right to offer energy bill assistance, rebates, and zero-down fixed-rate loans for home energy upgrades. Find the right solution for you at energyright.com. That's energyright.com.
Herb Hayes Furniture wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
Welcome back to Webster County High School, Caldwell County. A couple of touchdowns here in the first quarter. Still a little over 3.5 minutes to play in the first. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker with you on the call tonight. Todd Griffin on the sideline. Sudden Ritchie set to kick it away after the 3-yard touchdown pass from Lander to Cam Wilson. Good kick by Ritchie all the way back into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and Webster County will bring it out at the 20. Let's go down for a sideline report with Todd after that touchdown by Caldwell County.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier that we thought Webster County was pretty solid in the middle up front on defense, but we thought maybe we could make some plays in the passing game, and Caldwell able to hit the little pass there to Cam Wilson. But when you look at Webster County's defenders, I think they were already showing signs of getting a little winded. Caldwell County, I think that's part of the game plan today, is why we're seeing a little more hurry-up offense out of Caldwell County to try to go at those guys. And but like I said, if the offense can't move the ball and your defense is out there all night, it's kind of hard to blame the defense for everything that happens.
Exactly, Todd. And some of these kids may be playing both ways on that line. We're not exactly sure. It is a run up the middle by Webster County. Pickup of maybe 3 on the play on first down, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Trojans. Again, Caldwell County doing what they were expected to do, coming out, taking care of business early in this one so far with a 14-point lead.
Yeah, a lot of it is self-inflicted by Webster County, fumbling the football on a good drive and then kneeing that punt down there. But that's what you do. You take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of you.
Right, under center, whistle blows. See what the penalty is on this one. It's going to back Webster County up 5 yards on the illegal procedure.
I would really like to see a crew tonight that's not real flag happy, Dennis. Let's just
you would think with 5 it's going to be cut down just by the simple numbers, but I'm like you, go ahead and let these kids play. They wind the clock. Caldwell County shows some pressure. Webster wants to try to get to the outside, and I think Caldwell County was in the backfield before the ball got handed off.
Yeah, Carter Burdell, Jack Roach, Colston Maddox, they were all in the backfield there, gang tackling. Nice job by the Tigers. So now this is a down that Webster County hates, 3rd and long. You've completed 2 passes all year. You don't have a 3rd and long play in your playbook, I don't think.
Now, the one pass that they did earlier, it didn't look very well setting up, and it's 3rd down and 11 coming up. Clock ticking with 2:25 left to play in the first quarter.
All goes, and the receiver act like he got held. Just do an acting job. Maybe he'll get an interference call here.
Jack Roach inching up to the line. They bring him. Webster stays on the ground, and it's going to be a host of Tigers. I think everybody but the safety and free safety in on the tackle for Caldwell County inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, let's see what their punter does this time. I tell you, on that first punt, Dennis, he was about 20 yards behind the snap, so it was really hard to get the snap to him in that case, and he ended up putting his knee on the ground. Let's see if he can get something off here. Look for Shane Farrow to have a good return here.
Shane Farrow's going to come out and maybe a little bit far away at the 50. Line drive.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a bounce, see if Shane picks it up and does not. Smart decision. Had a couple of Trojans coming in on him, but a good bounce by Webster County. Still gives Caldwell County good field position at their own 41, but you were expecting more as I was on that one.
Oh, man, that low punt, you love that because you can
just
see.
Get a one hop like the short.
You can see the ball. You can see the guys coming at you. You're not looking straight up in the sky, And, those are great returnable punts there.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Tigers lead this one 14-0. Couple of Goodwin Insurance touchdowns early in this one.
I'm calling the pass to number 12, Drew Stevens here. I think we can hit him often tonight here with the way their defense is playing.
This time it's going to be Drew Stevens one-on-one on the right side. The trip set is all to the left.
He's singled up here.
Goes to the far side. Complete again, Derek Wilson. Across midfield or right at midfield. Good gain on first down.
I'd come out in the same formation. And I hit my guy over here on our side, Dennis.
You got the down to do it right here. 2nd down and short for the Tigers. Same formation.
Home run right here.
All the way to the left. Maddox up the middle, takes it out to the left side, directing blockers. Maddox down the sideline. Good run from Maddox. New Tech Seed first down inside the 30 or right on the 30-yard line. They'll stop the clock with 50 seconds to move the chains, or did not stop it to move the chains. They're going to let it. Now they stop it to move the chains after the first down. I'm not sure they're going to let the change guys get set. The referees rolled the whistle. Rolled the clock. Caldwell County ran the ball with the chains still going.
The Webster guys are trying to slow the game down a little bit, Dennis. Those guys can't get to the ball in time. Looks like we got a little hold or block in the back on us here.
It is a hold against Caldwell County. 39 seconds left in the first. Tigers get the play in from the sideline, looking to build on a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. Tigers heavy favorites tonight coming in this one, as Webster has struggled, only averaging about 7 points a game on the season. Ball back to the 35-yard line. 2 receivers each way for Caldwell County. Roach in the backfield. Lander's going to keep it himself. Finds a hole up the middle, lowers his head. Gets a lot of that penalty yardage back down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
number's not really legible from this side, kid, with the clumps of grass on the different colors. Tigers. 2nd down and 6. Lander looks it over, hands off to Roach. Roach barrels through the left side of the line. Gets the play off before the end of the quarter. It's going to be close to another New Tech seed first down, but after 1, it's Caldwell County 14, Webster nothing. Back in 1 minute.
High school juniors and seniors, are you ready to take control of your financial future? First Southern National Bank is excited to highlight the Give, Save, and Spend course offered through Asbury University. This hands-on course teaches practical money management skills, including how to give generously, save regularly, and spend wisely. It's the perfect way to prepare for life ahead. Registration is now open on the Asbury University website. Don't miss this opportunity to build financial confidence that lasts a lifetime.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Ever have one of those medical questions you're too embarrassed to ask?
Is mayo actually really good to put in your kids' hair if they have lice?
I get up 2 or 3 times a night to pee. Is that normal?
What should you do about chiggers?
Starting September 15th, Community Medical Clinic will join Coffee Talk to spill the beans. Text your questions at 270-963-9038. Listen middle Mondays at 8:15, and you might just hear your answer.
I don't know.
Is that normal?
What's the real answer?
Is that true?
Spill the beans, only on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Kay's Kitchen wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
Caldwell County opens up the second quarter, and it's going to be a touchdown, Tigers.
All right, Cam Wilson.
Cam Wilson.
Franco Harris style.
With the Goodwin Insurance touchdown. 20 yards, Cam Wilson.
We got to get excited, Dennis.
20-yard run. That comes with 11:55 still left in the first half. Caldwell County will bring out Ritchie for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. 11:55 to play. 21-0 Tigers. Back in 30 seconds.
Imagine walking into your office every morning where every wall is perfected to the highest standard. At Altman Coatings, we offer the opportunity to transform your business environment into a pristine space that reflects professionalism and taste. Our expert team is driven by precision and perfection and handles every project with the utmost care, whether it's a towering commercial building or a cozy home office. Choose your excellence by choosing Altman Coatings. Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Penny Royal Hospice wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
High school, Caldwell County taking care of business early in this one, 21-0, just underway in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by West Kentucky ATVs. Slide into adventure with West Kentucky ATVs, now at their new location on Highway 62 past Walmart. Whether you're ready to score with a new ATV or need parts or service to keep your engine going, they've got the bases covered. Step up to the plate and check them out today at West Kentucky ATVs.
Cam Wilson with a hat trick tonight, Dennis. Already.
Sutton Ritchie's kickoff, and this one is going to be fielded at the 2. Webster County back up the middle. Caldwell County with the coverage converging at the 20. They'll bring him down at the 24-yard line while the team switch sides. Let's go down for a quick hit from the sideline with our man Todd Griffin.
Well, first of all, these new lights over here are fantastic. I can't wait for us to get them at Tiger Stadium somewhere down the road because when you're taking pictures, they're absolutely great. Good crowd over here tonight from Caldwell County. For the first time ever, there's actually a small bleachers over on the visiting sideline. Used to be seating on the home side of the field, so a lot of Caldwell County fans on this side of the field, and with it being homecoming, it looks like Webster County has a big turnout out tonight as well.
Webster County with the ball at the 24-yard line. Wishbone set for Webster. Handoff to the up back. It's on the ground. Caldwell County's going to recover this one. Let's see who gets their hands on this one. Number 58 for the Tigers. That is going to be Alex Fox having a big game, Ken. He's looking to get an award tonight. Alex Fox with the fumble recovery for Caldwell County. Tigers with the football on the Webster County 21-yard line, looking for another Goodwin Insurance touchdown from there. We appreciate our guys at Goodwin Insurance sponsoring our touchdowns this season. They are your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Goodwin Insurance, a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics.
We've certainly won the field position battle tonight, Dennis. We've started 2 drives inside the 30. That's a pretty nice job there for the Tigers.
Lander sends trips to the right. Drops back, goes right. It's Drew Stevens on the catch and the curl.
There he goes.
Stevens to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
I've been clamoring for him to get the ball in his hands.
All we got to do is say Goodwin Insurance touchdowns, and here they come. So that's 4 tonight. 21 yards, Lander to Stevens.
Man, it's 11:37 to go in the second quarter, and we are up 28-0.
11:37 left. 28-0 Tigers back in 30 seconds.
Powering your lives and lighting up your nights. Princeton Electric Plant Board's community spirit shines bright. Entrusted with the glow of our fields, they keep our Tigers' pathways illuminated to victory. A shout out goes to our Tigers as they roar into a new season. Good luck, Tigers. Here's to a safe and victorious year from your one and only Princeton Electric Plant Board. They're not just a service, they're community.
Fortner Gas wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
Welcome back. Second quarter, Ken, and that touchdown, those touchdowns in the second quarter were 13 seconds apart. It was Cam Wilson on a 20-yard run at the 11:50 mark, and then that pass from Lander to Stevens at the 11:37. Kickoff by Ritchie. This one's got a chance to get to the end zone, and does for the touchback.
Well, it's sort of what we expected, Dennis. This, Webster County team, they're struggling this year, and it shows. I mean, you just now you're just going to, your goal now is get a running clock and then get your backup guys in, get them some playing time. That's kind of where you are right now in this football game. Continue to take care of defense, and then let's get that running clock on board here. We'll have an early trip home to Princeton tonight.
There you go. We'll take it. Webster County back on offense at their own 20-yard line. 2 tight ends for Webster. They try to get to the left side. Caldwell County in pursuit. 4-yard run on first down by Webster County. Actually, they'll mark him at the 25 for a 5-yard pickup. Webster just hoping to get to the outside because I don't think with the linebacker core that Caldwell County has, they're not seeing anything up the middle I think they can do. So they're doing their best, Ken, early to try to get to the outside. I think they do have, 1 first down maybe?
Yes, sir.
In the first quarter?
That's correct, 1 first down. And they've dropped the ball. They put it on the ground twice now, and that's just hard to overcome when you're just not a really good skilled team.
Hayden Wright under center. The pitch goes into the backfield, turning it up, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Little razzle-dazzle. That one goes to Dylan Poe. Second leading rusher on the team on the season coming into the night. The senior had 86 yards coming in on the ground.
He's a quick little guy. He's got some lateral movement.
Webster did a pretty good job on that play, pushing that Caldwell County defense back a few steps for Poe to pick up the first down yardage at the 31-yard line. 10:20 left to play in the first half. 28-0 Tigers. Caldwell County shows blitz. They come with it. It's Webster County is caught in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield at the 25-yard line.
Ooh, those plays are just really slow developing. Our guys are they're just beating them to the football, Dennis, and it's just a slow developing play. A couple of those runs, very slow developing. They need some quick hitters because we got the speed on them there. So
Kesey Wilson, Jack Roach, Cam Wilson. That one was going nowhere. Ball back to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 16 for the Trojans. Down 28-0. Wright goes under center, single back set. They'll put one in motion. Handoff goes to the back in motion. That's number 2, Andrew Boucher. Gain up over the 30.
Now that was a much more quick developing play. You know, he was almost like a little jet look off the side there, and he just cut it right up the field. That's what they're going to have to do here.
The play in motion kind of helped the timing on that a little bit too, Ken. Got that play going a little bit quicker as well.
Had a full head of steam when he got it.
Let's call it the 32, 3rd down and 8. Webster County spreads it out this time. Single receivers each side, one in the slot. Wright rolls, looks down the field, has some room, tucks it, goes down. Big hit by Caldwell County. Ball comes loose. I think it's going to be after the whistle. Gain to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that quarterback's a good-sized kid. He just sort of rolled out and just took it up the sidelines there. I mean, you got to go for it here. I mean, you're down 28-0. I mean, I'm not sure why in the world they would punt the ball. It's 4th and 3. I mean, you don't have anything to lose here.
Caldwell County will drop Farrow back. Tigers go out to cover the outside guys. They don't rush anybody. They're setting back for the return. That one's a good punt. Goes over Farrow's head. And it will be down at the 20-yard line. Caldwell County will bring the offense back out. Let's go down to the sideline with Todd.
I'm still going back to that play early in the game when Webster County had a 3rd and 2 and tried to throw the football.
Yeah.
You know, they had to have seen film from last week's game where Union County had the ball for 36 minutes against us. I don't understand that pass call in that situation. And not that it would make a difference now with it 28-0, but, you know, if you pick up a first down there, get a little confidence, run the clock and keep picking up first downs, you know, you might get off to a little bit different start. So I'm a little confused about that. You know, I think Webster County is on the right path over here. I like the new track around the stadium. The lights are worked out, but this will really be a nice facility at some point.
Lander drops back, looks for Zy Rollins, pass low and incomplete, and Todd, we remember that play. I think, Ken, you and I talked about their first 2 carries were for 4 yards apiece.
Yeah.
So you're removing the football, and then you go to throw to see what you can do. And that play looked like it was defeated from the time the rollout started.
It looks like a team that's completed 2 passes in 3 games.
Right.
And so that's what you end up with. And so I kind of like this for the Tigers. We get to drive the ball and make some yardage a little bit here, you know.
Maybe use some of this clock. See how they do on that. 8:04 left in the first. Lander in some trouble in the backfield. Breaks loose. Has one man to beat on the sideline. Gets to the sidelines. Got some room. Still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds, though. That last hit caused him to step out of bounds near the 45-yard line. We'll see where the spot officially comes up at. But
so, couple things I've seen tonight. You know, our pass blocking is a little. Dalen's had some pressure, and you know, you really don't want to see that. You want to be able to give that young man time to throw the football. But they've been in the backfield a little bit on him tonight on those passes.
A couple of kids on that defensive line look like they're well up there in the 280 to maybe 300 range. And they've caused Lander some trouble on 2 or 3 snaps tonight. Lander keeps one back into block, comes this side. Rollins has it, could not hold on to it. Maybe looked up the field before he got the ball into his hands really good.
Yeah, he was thinking about running before he caught it, and that's just a cardinal sin as a receiver. First thing you got to do is secure the football and then run.
Almost had it reeled in, then the contact came, knocked it to the ground, so incomplete, stopping the clock with 7:11. Tigers up 28-0. Caldwell has scored on every possession so far in the game. Lander keeps one back in the backfield, trip set to his right. Whistles will blow this one dead. Probably movement, we'll see. White hat coming over to make the call. Offsides, Caldwell County. That'll back the Tigers up 5 yards.
I guess one of our receivers was ahead of the line or something. That's kind of odd to get that on offense.
Caldwell County breaks the huddle. 3 receivers this time to the left. Far side is Drew Stevens, one-on-one. Lander drops back.
He's got him wide open.
Now he's going to roll. See some open field across midfield. Pulled down, shy of a first down as he gets to midfield.
Oh, man, he could have underhanded that ball out here to Zy Rollins. He was wide open. I mean, I don't have any more adjectives to describe how wide open he was over here.
Zy is probably walking back there thinking what could have been on that one. 3rd down and 2. Timeout on the field by Webster County. We're going to keep it right here, Abby, for the timeout and tell our friends about our timeout sponsors this season. That's our buddies at U-Ride, a quality pre-owned vehicle you can trust from people you can trust. Contact our old friends Lee Hughes, Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride, your used car dealer before, during, and after the sale. Webster County, Ken, probably took that timeout just to get a breath and get a drink as much as anything on that sideline to set up for Caldwell County facing a 3rd and short on this one. They have been on the field a lot already in this game with still 6:47 left in the half.
It's almost the reverse of last week's game. You know, their defense has been on the field all night as compared to ours last week. Yeah, as a receiver in a game like this, I'm coming off the line with my hand up, Randy Moss style. Hey, I'm open. I'm over here.
I'm sure everybody's in Lander's ear or Coach Stalin saying, hey, I got this guy beat. Let me
Dana, throw me the ball. I got him beat all night, you know. Yeah.
Lander on the handoff. Cam Wilson pulled from behind by the jersey. He's still on his feet and battles for a New Tech Seed first down at the 42-yard line. Lander you can see his jersey literally stretched, pulled him back for just a second. He broke that, pushed the pile down to the 42-yard line for a New Tech Seed first down.
If that had been back in our day, Dennis, it would have been one of those old tearaway jerseys, and he would have had shoulder pads flopping, and then he would have put a helmet right between the 56 and the L.A. Rams player there, like Earl Campbell style, you know.
And Howard Cosell would have had it on the halftime highlights on Monday. Lander keeping him back into his right shoulder. Lander drops back.
Chuck
the field
it,
over,
baby.
has
Chuck
plenty
it.
of time.
Got
throws
it.
Up. And, in and out of the hands of Kesey Wilson.
Oh, it hit him in a bad place, Dennis.
Right in the number.
Oh, he's beside himself.
He wants another try at that one.
Good ball by Dalen. Put it right on the numbers and
not surprisingly, Ken, Lander, we'll mention this about the offensive line. Lander has had some pretty good time to throw this possession.
Yes.
It started deep. Caldwell County has covered some field this possession, but the protection for Lander has been a lot better on this series. 2nd down and 10. Whistles will blow this one dead. Get the call coming in from the white hat. Offsides again. Oh, this time it was Webster County lining up in the neutral zone, it looks like. So Caldwell County will have 2nd and 5 coming up after this one. While they walk this one off, let's go down on the sideline with Todd.
Well, we won't have halftime highlights for everyone at halftime, but we will have some scores and some other things coming up. We'll have our halftime moment in history of an interesting game here at Webster County, so everybody stick around for that.
Lander out of the gun, takes a snap, looks it over, has some room, decides to throw down the field, going down to catch that one. Knee was on the ground, but they're going to mark it complete. That was
Kesey
Wilson getting a reprieve. He's going to get another try on that one from the coaching staff, and he made a great catch. Had to go down on one knee, which is called dead when he catches it, but got the hands under the football for a nice catch down at the 27-yard line. New Tech Seed first down for Caldwell County, looking to tack on to a 28-0 lead right now with 5.5 to play in the second quarter. Very fast game tonight at Webster County. Lander calls for it, rolls just a little bit. Now he's going to have to get out of here. He's got a couple of Trojans
chuck it.
behind him in the end zone. It's
Derek Wilson.
Derek Wilson from 27 yards.
Well, Dalen just rolled out. He was just trying to find somebody. We had 3 or 4 guys just standing in the end zone, and Dalen just played eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and he picked Derek Wilson, and Derek caught it right there at the goal line, kind of had those toes inbounds and made the great catch.
Goodwin Insurance touchdown for the Tigers. Sutton Ritchie on the kick, and it's good. 5:15 left to play in the first half. 35-0 Tigers, back in 30 seconds.
You look amazing. What's your secret?
Oh, girl, I've been taking the shot, the semi-glutide weight loss shot.
Isn't that super expensive and hard to get?
No, girl. I get mine at Princeton Drugstore. My starting dose was less than $50 a week, and I lost 20 pounds my first month. And if you don't have a prescription, you can talk to their telehealth physician.
Wow, that sounds great. I totally need to give them a call.
Princeton Drugstore. Your journey to feeling and looking fabulous starts here. Contact them today.
Health First Community Health Center wishes the Tiger best of luck this year.
Back to Webster County High School, where Caldwell County has opened up a 35-0 lead with 5:15 left to play. Latest Goodwin Insurance touchdown was Lander to Derek Wilson for 27 yards. Some discussion down amongst the officials about a little bit of controversy on the extra point attempt. Let's go down on the sideline with Todd and see if they have some information.
I believe Caldwell County had 12 men on the field for the extra point, so that would be illegal participation. I think they will enforce it on the kickoff. We'll see what the officials do here.
Still some discussion. Webster County's coaching staff out on the field right now talking to the White Hat. 5:15 to go in this one. And again, we mentioned that Lander got rushed a couple of times earlier in the game. That drive was a long drive for Caldwell County, and they marched down the field, capped it off with a touchdown from Lander to Wilson. But talk about the protection for Lander on that series.
Yeah, Dalen has some nice throws there. It all starts up front, Dennis. I mean, you can be the best quarterback ever, and you can have the best receiving core, but if you don't have time to throw the football, you really can't do much with it. So those guys did a nice job there protecting Dalen, and we were able to capitalize on a couple of big passes, the last of which being the touchdown pass to Derek Wilson.
Let's go back down to Todd and see if they sorted out what the effect of the penalty will be.
Yeah, I do believe it's going to go on the kickoff, and I think Webster County would have had the option to make Caldwell kick the extra point again, but I'm not sure you gain as much there as you do by moving them back on the kickoff, although if Caldwell were to miss the extra point on that touchdown, it would keep us from having a running clock, but that's not going to start until the second half anyway, I believe. So
No, they can elect, Webster can elect.
Oh, Webster can elect to start it now. So, it's 35-0. I think this is the right move if you're Webster to move them back on the kickoff.
To pick up that field position, I do too, and not that it's, I think, eventually going to make a big difference in the ball game. But it is Ritchie kicking off from the 25 kick. A nice kick fielded at the 19-yard line. Webster straight up the middle and met by a wall of Tigers.
Maybe.
And met with a little hostility. That is Shane Farrow hopping up out of the bunch. Laid a smackdown at the 40 on Webster County.
Shane is the definition of a wedge breaker on the kickoff team. Dennis, he will lay his body on the line there, and he did it on that play. He's adjusting his helmet a little bit.
Yeah, so is Webster County after that one. Ball at the 39-yard line where the Trojans will take over 1st and 10. Hayden Wright will bring the offense up for Webster. They're going to spread it out. Man in motion, takes the handoff, getting to the edge. Caldwell County saw that one coming, holds that to about a 3-yard gain. On the carry was number 2, Andrew Boucher, senior wide receiver and safety for the Trojans. Clock runs with 4:04 left to play in the first half. Tigers taking care of business in this one, have scored on every possession for a 35-0 lead over Webster County. Trojans just looking for something positive at this point. I think, Ken, still just 1 or 2 first downs for the game.
I can remember 2.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. You talked about him before the game, Ken. That's number 4 on the tackle or leading the charge on the tackle, number 4, Carter Bedell.
Yeah, Carter Bedell, you can tell that boy's been in the weight room this year. He's gotten bigger, stronger, faster. He's a nice-looking kid. He's an asset on defense for us this year, Dennis. And, Webster County, you just got to take your time here, and you've got as many first downs as turnovers. That's never a good sign.
No. 3rd down and 7, facing the Trojans. Back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send one receiver out to the right, everybody else on the line. Caldwell shows some blitz. Wright's going to try to throw, heaves it up, knocked out. Good defensive coverage downfield. Derek Wilson. Derek Wilson's everywhere tonight. He's been all over the place offensively, defensively for the Tigers.
He's catching touchdowns. He's breaking up passes. He's going to be over there with Todd doing an interview at halftime. And
Hayden Wright had a slew of Tigers chasing him from behind. Had to get rid of that football. Fortunate for him, it wasn't picked off because he threw into a crowd. Brings up 4th down and 7. We'll see if Caldwell, they're going to go punt. Another good kick. This kid is a lineman, but has a good leg. Caldwell fields it near the 25-yard line, still on his feet up the middle. Flags come in at the end of the play.
It's a face mask.
On the return was Shane Farrow.
There was also a flag early on that play, so I think we have 2 different penalties coming up.
Teams come across from the sideline. Todd, you want to talk a little bit about what's coming up at the half while they sort the flags out?
Yeah, we'll definitely have our halftime moment in history, as always. We'll have some stats for everyone. I think those are probably going to be a lot one-sided in the first half toward Caldwell County, but, hey, that's good. We saw some stats go the other way last week, and, that time of possession, sometimes it doesn't mean a whole lot. Sometimes it does. Last week it meant everything, and also a couple of stats from last week. Union County was 8 of 14 on 3rd down, 3 for 3 on 4th down. That's the ball game right there. Tonight the Tigers doing a better job of getting off the field and getting.
I think the penalties may offset, if I'm not mistaken. Todd, while I have you on there, talk a little bit about the big game from last night with Madisonville's big win over Paducah Tillman.
Yeah, that was huge. I'm not sure a lot of people thought that Madisonville had a chance to win that one, but the Maroons have gotten off to a pretty good start. And, the one score early in the season that had kind of gotten to me a little bit was how Madisonville handled Union County because, Union County is pretty solid, and, we saw that last week. Well, Madisonville's better up front than Union County is, and they've also got some nice playmakers. Marquez Hightower is probably as good as anybody in this end of the state. And they said there were just a couple of plays in that game in the second half that kind of turned the tide. Paducah Tillman tried to come back late, came up just a little bit short, and Madisonville held on 25-22. So big win for the Maroons, especially early in the season. A little weird to see such a matchup on a Thursday night, but with it being Thursday and being the only game, I'm sure there was a big crowd over in Madisonville last night.
Well, especially with those 2 powerhouses. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, we've certainly seen our share of Marquez Hightower in the last 3 or 4 years here. We've played those guys the last 4 years, and, man, they're a good football team. They were a good team last year, Dennis. They had the big Canyon Johnson kid at quarterback, and he's playing in college somewhere, I'm not sure. But that Hightower kid, he's the real player. He could be a Mr. Football kind of candidate, kind of player this year, particularly when you have performances like that against a team like Paducah Tillman, who coming off of a state championship, hadn't lost a game, hadn't lost a game in a year and a half almost, and so that's a pretty big deal.
The penalties end up offsetting. It was a face mask against Webster County. Caldwell County had a block in the back, so those will offset. Caldwell County will take over the football at their own 42-yard line, officially the 43 on the board, so we'll go from there. 2:09 left to play in the first half. Caldwell County up 35-0. Lander, quick hit. Rollins this time reels it in. Leg tackle, shoestring tackle across the 45 to the 47, but Lander got that ball away. Webster County brought a little heat on that one, blitzed it up the middle. Lander had to dart back probably an extra 5-6 yards just to get that one away to Zy.
You want to give credit to Zy Rollins. This kid's come back from two devastating knee injuries, and he's out there, man, giving it all he has. He's doing a great job for us.
Lander looks down the field, this time better protection, heaves it up. He had Stevens just off the fingertip. Stevens tried to lay out for that one across the 15-yard line. Couldn't reel it in.
Just overthrew him by about a foot, Dennis, and that would have been a big play. Drew with a nice effort.
You lay that one in the breadbasket, and that's a touchdown because he was behind the defense.
Yeah, I think he could have probably gotten behind that kid all night pretty much. But
they have chosen, sorry to interrupt you, Ken, they have chosen to keep the running clock started here in the first half and not wait till the second as it's still going after the incompletion. So we are under a minute to play here in the second quarter. 35-0, Caldwell County with the big lead and the football. 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. Lander takes a snap, quick hit to Maddox out of the backfield. Maddox tackled. He's going to be close to a New Tech seed first down.
Get on the line, guys. Get on the line.
And it is going to be a New Tech seed first down for Caldwell County. Lander to Maddox in Trojan territory at the 45-yard line. 23 seconds left on a running clock. Lander looks down the field, going one-on-one with Rollins. Rollins got behind it. It's intercepted by Webster County at the 12-yard line. Webster on the return across the 30, 35, 40, still on his feet. And the ball taken away. Now Caldwell County rips it out of the arms of the kid that intercepted the football. Caldwell County back with the football as the half ends. Wild play.
It was a rugby scrum.
The play stopped on the return around the 40, and in that pile, Caldwell County able to rip the football away.
Garner Stallings
technically pick up the turnover.
Yeah, Garner Stallings ripped the ball out of the kid's hands, and what an interesting way to end the half there.
All right, Todd, when you're ready, you take it away.
Yeah, we've got the coach down here, and Coach, crazy play there to end the first half, but you're up 35-0 and have to be feeling pretty good about it.
I feel pretty good, and I want to steal something here a little bit. I've had a good friend of mine who lost his mom this week, Carolyn Limley, and I just want to say that our feelings and prayers are with him and his family, and he's a good friend.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, man.
Coach Aaron McClung at the break. The Tigers on top 35-0. Guys, we'll have some scores and our halftime moment in history coming up in just a bit.
All right, Todd, thank you for that, and our condolences as well and prayers for the friend of Coach McClung. That interview brought to you by The Joint, live from the Caldwell County Tigers sideline. It's all about the game. It's all about the strategy, but let's take a moment for some real strategy. The Joint Barbecue. These pitmasters know how to bring the heat just like our Tigers. Sink your teeth into brisket, smoked to perfection, or slow-cooked ribs slathered in tasty goodness. Visit The Joint, BBQWKY.com, because the best thing to complement game day is a bite from The Joint Barbecue. Caldwell County in control of this one as expected, 35-0 at the half. It is homecoming here tonight at Webster County, so the halftime extended just a hair. They're showing 19 minutes on the halftime clock. We're going to take a break here at the half, and when we come back, we'll take it down to the sideline for the halftime report with Todd Griffin. All of that still to come in about 3 minutes here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Your home energy bills shouldn't break the bank. Pennyrile Electric and TVA Energy Right are here to help. Extreme weather, aging appliances, kids who never turn the lights off. There are lots of reasons why your energy bill can feel too high. Pennyrile Electric partners with TVA Energy Right to offer energy bill assistance, rebates, and zero-down fixed-rate loans for home energy upgrades. Find the right solution for you at energyright.com. That's energyright.com.
Imagine walking into your office every morning where every wall is perfected to the highest standard. At Altman Coatings, we offer the opportunity to transform your business environment into a pristine space that reflects professionalism and taste. Our expert team is driven by precision and perfection and handles every project with the utmost care, whether it's a towering commercial building or a cozy home office. Choose your excellence by choosing Altman Coatings. Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Ready for road trips, school runs, or a weekend in the city? Trice Hughes has just what you need. Check out their huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, all ready for your next adventure. Their friendly team treats you like family from the second you walk in and keeps you rolling with top-notch service every visit. Cruise into Trice Hughes in Princeton, where the perfect ride and true care come together for every journey.
High school juniors and seniors, are you ready to take control of your financial future? First Southern National Bank is excited to highlight the Give, Save, and Spend course offered through Asbury University. This hands-on course teaches practical money management skills, including how to give generously, save regularly, and spend wisely. It's the perfect way to prepare for life ahead. Registration is now open on the Asbury University website. Don't miss this opportunity to build financial confidence that lasts a lifetime.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Have you seen it? At WPKY, you asked and we listened. Our website now has upgraded features, making it easy to find what you need when you need it. Your local news edge with names you know.
I'm Tammy Hetcock.
I'm Edward Marlowe reporting for your News Edge.
And voices you trust.
With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Alan Watts.
Covering the people, schools, businesses, and communities that matter to you.
For your WPKY News Edge, this is George Kilgore.
Late-breaking weather, local forecasts, and photos.
I'm Joshua Clausen with your Ag Edge weather.
Community info and calendar, church events, and local organizations that you belong to, love, and follow.
I'm Noah Booth for something you should know.
Your athletes, your teams, all covered by names you trust.
Eddie Owen here.
Scott Brown. And faces you know.
This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com.
The info you need, the people you love. No fees, no hoops to jump through. All in one place. WPKYOnline.com.
Pennyroyal Hospice wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
The teams are in the locker room, and it's time for the Tiger Halftime Report on WPKY.
Leads 21-6 in the second quarter there. Union County and Graves County in a good one tonight in Mayfield. Union County up 7-0 at halftime there. Christian County leads Davis County 27-14. Henderson County trailing at Gibson Southern up in Indiana tonight 21-7 in the second quarter. Apollo over Hancock County 14-0 there in the first quarter in that one. As we told you during the first half, big game in Madisonville last night, and the Maroons came out on top, holding off a late charge by Paducah Tillman, 25-22, the final score there. Again, halftime here at Trojan Field, Caldwell County with a 35-0 lead over Webster County. Don't forget, tomorrow morning we'll be talking with the coaches about today's game live from McDonald's on Saturday Morning Quarterback. Show starts at 9 a.m. Be sure and join us tomorrow morning from McDonald's. And don't forget, each Thursday morning here on WPKY, we'll have the sideline report for you. This week we had Caldwell golf coach Chuck Mitchell, and our own Camden McGregor came in and talked football with us. Show starts at 8:10 each Thursday morning here on WPKY, and you can always go back and listen to past episodes online on the WPKY website. As always, for complete coverage of Caldwell County High School sports, go to YourSportsEdge.com and click on the Caldwell County team page. Some big matches coming up next week for Caldwell County teams. On Monday, the Lady Tigers soccer team will go over to Hopkins County Central. The Lady Tigers are 8-4. The Lady Storm is off to a 10-1 start this season, already with a win over Madisonville in district play, and not just looking like the best team in the district, but maybe a contender in the second region as well. So Caldwell County will get their shot at the Lady Storm. And then on Tuesday, a big volleyball match at the Cab Gym. Haven't had a whole lot of home matches this year for the Caldwell County volleyball program, but this is a big one. Madisonville North Hopkins will come to town for a big 7th District matchup. Lady Tigers fell over in Madisonville last week. We'll need to get this one to try to get that number 1 seed for the district tournament. We'll have the match for you here on WPKY Tuesday night as the Lady Tigers host Madisonville North Hopkins. And then looking ahead to next Friday, it's another big one, the 139 Bowl as Trigg County comes to Princeton. And it's even bigger this year because it's a district game, and a win could go a long way toward getting home field advantage in the playoffs. If you look at the district this year, the district has a new look. Murray's gone. They went up to 3A. Mayfield's still the favorite, but if you're looking for somebody to get a home playoff game as maybe the number 2 seed behind Mayfield, Caldwell County and Trigg County certainly in the running there, and that's why the winner of that Trigg County-Caldwell County matchup next week could be really important as far as getting a home game in the first round of the playoffs. Our halftime score as we continue on the halftime report presented by Little Caesars is Caldwell County 35 and Webster County nothing. We do have a bit of an extended halftime here tonight in Dixon as it's homecoming, and the homecoming ceremony taking place here at the break at Trojan Field. Time now for our halftime moment in history brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. Going to take you back to October 17, 1997 here at Trojan Field. In a wild back-and-forth contest, Caldwell overcame a 12-0 halftime deficit to build a 40-26 lead midway through the fourth quarter. However, Webster County scored twice in the final 3 minutes and 1 second to get close. The Trojans scored on a 1-yard run with just 9 seconds remaining in the game to get within 40-39. However, Webster County went for 2, but their 2-point conversion pass was dropped in the end zone, leaving Caldwell County with a 1-point victory that night. That Tiger team in 1997 went on to post a 9-3 record, but suffered a heartbreaking loss to end the season up at Owensboro Catholic in the second round of the playoffs, 18-14, after leading 14-6 in the fourth quarter. However, many of those guys returned the next season, and that year turned out pretty good as the 1998 Tigers captured the Class 2A state championship up in Louisville, beating Danville 38-28 in the championship game. And also that 1997 game here at Trojan Field was one of the instances that Chris George and I talked about on the pregame show where one of the members of the County disagreed with a spot late in the game and was removed from the field. So it was a wild and crazy Tiger win, 40-39, back on October 17th, 1997. Halftime moment in history brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted granite memorials, and we thank West Kentucky Memorials for bringing you the halftime moment in history each week during our Tiger football broadcast here on WPKY. We'll continue with the halftime report presented by Little Caesars after this timeout. It's Caldwell County 35, Webster County nothing, and we're back after this on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
I'm Jeff McDaniels, financial advisor with Invest FB. My favorite part of what we do is helping clients realize that doing small things consistently can add up to bigger successes down the road.
Success on the basketball court is a lot like that. If you do enough little things right, your chances of winning improve.
Travis, I could not have said that better. Having a great team around you can't hurt either.
Yes, sir. Everyone needs someone to hold the ladder when cutting down the net.
This is a paid testimonial. The provider has received or will receive compensation paid by the Farmers Bank and Trust Company. The individual providing this testimonial is a current client of Invest FB Wealth Management and does not have additional conflicts of interest. The testimonial may not be representative of the experience of other customers, and the testimonial is no guarantee of future performance or success.
Overspending on everyday items?
Is that a trick question?
Every dollar counts at our house. Hello?
The Big Deal Store is your go-to for incredible savings.
Hey guys, so how much time do you need? Sorry to interrupt.
And helping you save big.
So nice.
Everything you need from your favorite local vendors at unbeatable prices.
The Java team.
Already sounds good.
Shop smart and support your local businesses at the Big Deal Store.
I'm happy to.
Start saving now.
I save big every time.
The Big Deal Store at WPKYonline.com.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Imagine walking into your office every morning where every wall is perfected to the highest standard. At Altman Coatings, we offer the opportunity to transform your business environment into a pristine space that reflects professionalism and taste. Our expert team is driven by precision and perfection and handles every project with the utmost care, whether it's a towering commercial building or a cozy home office. Choose your excellence by choosing Altman Coatings. Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
You look amazing. What's your secret?
Oh, girl, I've been taking the shot, the semi-glutide weight loss shot.
Isn't that super expensive and hard to get?
No, girl. I get mine at Princeton Drugstore. My starting dose was less than $50 a week, and I lost 20 pounds my first month. And if you don't have a prescription, you can talk to their telehealth physician.
Wow, that sounds great. I totally need to give them a call.
Princeton Drugstore. Your journey to feeling and looking fabulous starts here. Contact them today.
Raider Auction wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
It's halftime in Dixon, and this is the halftime report presented by Little Caesars. Caldwell County with a 35-0 lead over Webster County as the Tigers look to improve to 3-1 on the season. Checking the halftime statistics, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, and it's a lot for Caldwell and not nearly as much for Webster County at halftime. Caldwell County with 247 total yards of offense in the first half. Webster County held to just 33. All 33 of Webster's yards came on the ground. The Trojans 0 for 2 passing, and I think for the season they came into the contest 2 of 7 passing with 2 interceptions and just 7 yards total through the air. For Caldwell County, 125 yards rushing on 17 attempts. Dalen Lander, 9 of 14 in the first half with the 1 interception there on the final play of the first half. 122 yards passing. Caldwell with 12 first downs, 3 first downs for Webster County. Again, total yardage shows Caldwell County with 247 yards and Webster County with 33. Big first half for Derek Wilson. He's caught 5 passes for 85 yards and a touchdown. As we look at the rushing yardage in the first half, Colson Maddox has 45 yards and 8 carries. Cam Wilson, 4 carries for 36 yards. Dalen Lander, 4 carries for 39 yards in the first half. Cam Wilson with 3 touchdowns early in this one. Then we had a touchdown pass to Drew Stevens, and as we mentioned, the touchdown pass to Derek Wilson. Those are the 5 touchdowns for the Tigers. Sutton Ritchie has kicked 5 extra points tonight and is 15 for 15 in PATs so far this season for the Caldwell County Tigers. So big first half for Caldwell County. Coach probably didn't like the turnover there late in the half, but other than that, not much to complain about if you're Caldwell County. Again, 247 yards for the Tigers, 33 for Webster. We had a running clock starting there in the second quarter. That will continue throughout the second half. So the longest thing left in this game is getting homecoming ceremony over. We've still got about 4 minutes left here at halftime, and usually they'll put another 3-minute warm-up up for the teams after the halftime time expires. So we do have an extended halftime period here tonight at Trojan Field at Webster County. As we told you, it's the first time the Tigers have come over here since 18 years ago. The teams played here that season, played in Princeton the next year, and that's the last time the two teams were on each other's regular season schedule. They have done a lot of improvements to the field here. We mentioned the lights in the first half. They've got the new the strobe lights, and the LED lighting is fantastic here at the field. They've worked on the stands. There's a new scoreboard. There's a new track around the field. The field itself, a little rough tonight, but that's something they can work on. I'm sure the turf got beat up a little bit when they were making the other improvements, and hasn't been a whole lot of rain either, so that's still something they can improve on. But Webster County headed in the right direction with its football program and with its facilities here at Webster County. Once again, our halftime score, it's Caldwell County 35, Webster County nothing, as we continue on the halftime report presented by Little Caesars. Tigers are going to have to continue to play a little bit, though, here in the second half, because that's a big game next week. We told you it's Trigg County at Tiger Stadium, and not just the big rivalry for the 139 Bowl. It's a district game this season, and I really feel like the team that wins that game next week at Tiger Stadium will have the inside track to a home playoff game. And then you look at maybe trying to upset Mayfield for that number 1 seed, but it's a big game if you want a home playoff game next week when Trigg County visits Tiger Stadium. That's going to wrap us up on the halftime report presented by Little Caesars. We thank West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted granite memorials. And our halftime stats, as always, presented by West Kentucky Memorials. We'll send you back up top after this timeout here on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Why support local?
By supporting local business, you're helping our local economy by creating more jobs. The more we support them, the more jobs created, and the better off our local communities will be.
The Edge Media Group urges you to support local every chance you get.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
We're back to Webster County High School at the half. It's Caldwell County 35, Webster County nothing. The homecoming ceremony is still going on the field. Ken, about what you expected from Caldwell County tonight. They came out taking care of business with some long drives, some short drives, but putting the ball in the end zone on just about every possession except the last one.
Well, that's what we said we had to do. We want to come out here, establish our game and make it our tempo and get a running clock. And that's what we've done in the first half. We have a running clock now for the rest of the game and give you a chance to rest some of your starters, get some of your second-team guys in there. Pretty nice job executing by the Tigers tonight, and you expect that because obviously Webster County's down a little bit this year, and they've got some work to do, but right now we just need to focus on continuing, let our second guys get in the game a little bit, let them have some time to shine, and then it's on to Trigg County next week.
Pretty big homecoming court tonight for a small school like Webster. They are still having attendance come out, so they've stopped the clock with a minute and a half. They had 20 minutes on this originally, so an extended halftime here at Webster County. Ken, I want to talk a little bit about something we've been wanting to fit in all season long, but I want to mention something that is offered at Caldwell County schools, and that's the Caldwell County Clinic. And the hours are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 until 9. Chelsea Farless is the main person in that clinic at Caldwell County, but I was under the impression it was just for students to maybe go in, get checked out before the classes start for the day or if something was going on. It's apparently open, from what I'm understanding, to parents, to teachers, to staff. Anybody that wants to use the clinic can come in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 until 9 and see Chelsea, or if they have somebody filling in for Chelsea by chance. But go in and take advantage of that. Not a lot of schools have something like that, and I think that's pretty big for Caldwell County to offer the medical services like they're offering now.
Chelsea is a very good provider. She does a great job, and she will have a very successful clinic there, hopefully. I mean, schools are like petri dishes, man. There's all kinds of germs going around, everybody getting sick, snotting and snorting and sore throating and everything else. And so that's a great service. And the other thing it does, it keeps some of those kids in school from having to go to the doctor all the time,
right.
And so
instead
that's
of missing the whole day,
that's right.
You go get checked out in the mornings with Chelsea.
I know when I checked mine out in the morning, they were ready to stay home the whole day,
So now you can shuttle them back to class.
Put a little lighter on that thermometer and put it next to the stove or something, and I think Luke Parker knew all the tricks when it came to getting sick.
Yeah, Chelsea is seasoned enough. I don't think she's going to fall for any of the pranks that might come in on that. But congratulations to her for being part of that.
Very
and
good.
Hats off to Caldwell County School System for offering that service to the families, not just the youth, but to the families here in Caldwell County. And we wanted to get that out on the air tonight and get some spotlight on that. So let's take advantage of that if you have the need arise. Have they announced the Queen yet? That's what I'm wondering. Camden is on Queen watch down there. So
They've got about half the school in the court. I'm not sure there's many kids left in the stands.
There's the strobe lights.
Dennis.
Tom mentioned the strobe lights on the new pole, the new lights here in Webster County, and that is pretty awesome.
I mean, listen, Webster County went from having no lights to strobe lights. I mean, for years you couldn't even see the game hardly, and now we've got the Alabama-style strobe lights going on.
You needed night vision goggles at one time to see down here. Now you've got strobe lights just coming on and then working great here. So hopefully they'll get this field, this turf taken care of, and this could be a nice stadium for this school. It's I love the press box here. We're actually on a trailer, but it's been built up to have roof, electricity. So I love the room that we have. We usually don't have enough room for cameras and computers and everything that we bring on a road trip. But I love out here. It's out in the open, and the field really looks good. We've even got some fireworks going on the far end with a homecoming. So a good celebration for Webster County.
Well, that's exciting.
In the midst of a very tough season. Webster starting at 0-3 on the year, looking like it's going to be 0-4 almost for certain tonight as Caldwell County with the lead at the half, 35-0. Again, over 200 yards of offense in that first half for Caldwell County.
Yeah,
one kid that stood out tonight for me so far, well, a couple of them, but I think Derek Wilson is having a big game offensively and Alex Fox defensively.
Yeah, Derek did a nice job in the first half. He converted about a 3rd and 25 on a little corner route and, caught that big touchdown there. So he's doing a nice job, and hats off to Dalen Lander. He's putting the ball in the hands of the guys that are open. It's not always Cam Wilson or Drew. It's, we've got other guys that are in the routes too. So nice job by Dalen. Take what they give you. If they take away somebody, then you got somebody else to look for.
Yeah, Dalen with some good passes tonight and has spread it out a little bit. Cam does have 3 touchdowns at the half, one on a 2-yard run in the first quarter to open the scoring. Then it was Lander to Cam Wilson with 3:35 left to play in the first, made it 14-0. A 20-yard run by Cam Wilson just underway in the second quarter made it 21-0. That one at 11:50 mark, and then 13 seconds later, Lander to Drew Stevens, 21 yards, 28-0, and then Lander to Derek Wilson with 5:50 left to play in the first half. That one 35-0. Sutton Ritchie 5 for 5 tonight, 15 for 15 on the season. Talk a little bit about Sir Ritchie.
Well, he is a weapon. I mean, he's an absolute weapon out there. If you're inside the 30, you've got an opportunity to put points on the board. And not necessarily this game, but when you're in a game that means something, that's a big boost to have a kid that can kick a ball like that. And then he's kicked a couple of kickoffs in the end zone, and that's pretty good leg that kid's got. I mean, I think he's got an opportunity to perhaps kick at another level if he wants to.
Right.
But he's a nice ball player and just a really good man, really good kid.
Let's feed off a little bit about what Todd talked about at the end of the Little Caesars halftime report. Next week, Trigg County, the 139 Bowl at Caldwell County, and that's going to be big. I love being in a district with 4 teams because 2 teams aren't going to make the playoffs. I've said this on the air so many times over 12 seasons. There are times when that 4 seed does not really have any need being on the field for that playoff game because they're not going to win it. I think at one time the 4 seeds over the 1 seeds were like 3 and 50 something.
Yeah,
at some point. So that one, take it back a couple of years for us when we were 1 and 9 in that season and having to go on the road to play Owensboro Catholic. There were you could play them 10 times that season, and we're not going to beat Owensboro Catholic that season.
Well, they were one of the best teams in the state that
Right.
year. They had a quarterback that's Mr. Football Canada. I mean, that was just I don't want to think about that season, Dennis. I'm trying to block that out of my memory.
But now we have a 6-team district, and these games matter starting next week with Trigg County.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, we need to get that rivalry back because I'm telling you what, we have owned them the last 10 or 15 years. The 139 trophy has never left Caldwell
Right.
County. And for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. They seem like they've got reasonable athletes down there. But the 1-9 season, I mean, we struck. I mean, and we boat raced them in that game. I mean, it was not even close.
Yeah, they were down by that time at the point of the season. I think they're the third or fourth quarterback, so playing very poorly. They have some kids back from injuries from last year. They have some excitement in Trigg County, and that team put some points on the board.
Well, they got a really good running back, Davari Good. I mean, he's been there, seems like forever. He must have took a couple of COVID years, I think. I don't know, but he's been there forever, and he's a dynamic running back. I mean, I really haven't had a chance to see them on film to see what they have, but I just do know what they had last year, and he was pretty much their bell cow last year for sure.
Is it midnight? Yeah, I think we're about ready for the second half, kid. That was a long, but congratulations to the court for Webster County. I know it's an exciting time in their lives, and we're not making light of that. It just took about a half hour on that halftime. Kickoff is going to be an onside kick. Fielded by Farrow. Farrow's going to break the line.
Nice, Cam Wilson.
Return. Oh, it says Cam Wilson. You're right. Cam Wilson fields that one. And just that
didn't work out well.
He caught that ball at the 42-yard line on the bounce.
I'm not sure, Todd, that might be a record for the quickest points in a half.
Let's go down and check it out. Todd, you with us?
Yeah, I'm still down here.
Okay, how about that? Is that the quickest points on the board in a second half?
Well, it's kind of tough to figure out because I don't know exactly when the touchdown came because the clock kept running. Cam was Johnny on the spot, though. He never even thought about falling on that ball. It was catch it and go, and once he kind of got away from one guy, it was just a race to the end zone.
Goodwin Insurance, touchdown Tigers to start the second half. Webster County said, hey, why not try this? And that's why not. Cam Wilson to the house with the opening kickoff. Sutton Ritchie makes it 6 out of 6 on the night, 42-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You look amazing. What's your secret?
Oh, girl, I've been taking the shot, the semi-glutide weight loss shot.
Isn't that super expensive and hard to get?
No, girl. I get mine at Princeton Drug Store. My starting dose was less than $50 a week, and I lost 20 pounds my first month. And if you don't have a prescription, you can talk to their telehealth physician.
Wow, that sounds great. I totally need to give them a call.
Princeton Drug Store. Your journey to feeling and looking fabulous starts here. Contact them today.
Fortner Gas wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
Back to Webster County High School, and the fireworks went off during the homecoming ceremony and continued into the opening kickoff. Webster County tried the onside kick. Cam Wilson picked it up cleanly around the 45-yard line and just split that line, Ken, in about 3 steps, and it was to the house.
Yeah, Dennis, the ball hit the hole at the 40, bounced up in Cam's hands. He jumped over the trench between the 40 and the 45, jumped over the trench between the 30 and 25, had 2 trench jumps, and he made it. Looked like Indiana Jones out there.
Sutton Ritchie with a little adrenaline kicks it off, fielded at the 3-yard line. Webster up the near sideline, cuts it back in, brought down from behind by Caldwell County as he got across the 30 out to about the 35. That tackle was by number 34, Jaden Davis. That's a freshman into the lineup. He made the tackle. Webster County will take over at their own, looks like 35-yard line, 1st and 10, with a running clock here in the second half, 42-0. The Tigers with the big lead in this one, looking for a 3-1 start. Getting set for that big game against Trigg County next week at Tiger Stadium.
Caldwell still got most of their starters out there on defense. They'll probably play one series, and I imagine we'd see the younger guys in there.
Hayden Wright under center, 3 backs in the backfield, pitch to the near side. Good tackle. Jack Roach in on that one, wrapped that one up with a little question about it.
Yeah, not a shocker there. Jack Roach has 31 solo tackles. He's 3rd in tackles this year with 31 tackles. He's one of our stalwarts on defense for sure.
We've talked about it a little bit. Jack's numbers may be down a little bit just because he blitzes so much and gets to the pressure early, but maybe somebody finishes on the tackle. Roach again showing blitz. They'll hand it off this time, trying to get to the outside on the left side. Better luck this time, but Derek Wilson shuts that one down. Derek Wilson looking to get his name on an award tonight as they cross the 40-yard line.
And Derek Wilson with nice pursuit and ran that guy down, and just great solo tackle there by Derek.
Dylan Poe on the carry for Webster County. 3rd down and a short 4 coming up for the Trojans. Under 8 to play in the 3rd quarter. Running clock since the 1st quarter. Webster out of the huddle. Hayden Wright goes under center.
I think the second half will be shorter than halftime.
In the backfield is Carter Bedell, and he slings Webster's runner down. That's number 2, Andrew Boucher. Bedell with a big tackle. Loss on the play back to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. Webster County facing 4th down now. And at this point, are you punting it away and they are, because obviously the offense isn't going very well. You don't want to give Caldwell County this field position. You want to make it work a little bit, but Shane Farrow fired up, dropping back deep for Caldwell County. He's at his own 30. This kid has a good leg. Kick is up. Drives Farrow back. Farrow misses the ball. Zy Rollins touches it. It's going to have to fall on it, and Caldwell County is going to have their worst field position of the night, just inside the 15 at the 14. Farrow not able to field that punt. It was an end over end, not necessarily a line drive, but not a lot of height either.
Yeah, you had to go back and then come running up, and that's just hard to do. You need to kind of camp out under it if you can.
Tigers will take over. And Ken will check and see if there are new uniforms in the lineup, or if Caldwell County brings the starters out. You would assume for at least a series to bring the starters out.
Oh, I think he'll probably have some second-team guys at this point, Dennis. 42-0, 6:49 running clock. I mean,
we'll see who's.
Yeah, it looks like he's got
out
some
of the
second
huddle,
guys
and
out.
It is a lot of cleaner jerseys.
Yeah.
We'll check and see if there is a change at quarterback, and I would not think so. Lander stays in the ball game. I'm not sure who they have in case Lander were to ever go down. Knock on wood that he won't. But Lander's still in the starting lineup.
Well, I think it's going to be a steady dose of running the football here. I can't even see who's in the backfield, if it's Shane or who is in the backfield there, Dennis.
Lander drops back. He's going to air it out. Zy Rollins fumbles it, and Webster County comes away with it. Lander made the catch on a slant. Stripped of the football, and Webster County will take over in great field position on Caldwell County's second turnover of the night. Looks like Trojans football at the Caldwell County 10-yard line. Let's go down for a sideline report with Todd.
That's one of those plays that they would go back to New York and take a look at, because I'm not sure if the catch was ever made before that ball came out. Of course, it's 42-0, so we're not going to complain about it too much. I know Webster's touchdown last week in the loss to Crittenden County came right after the Rockets turned the ball over at about their 6-yard line.
Right. With the pitch to the far sideline, Caldwell County slings the runner back, stayed on his feet, have to eventually push him out of bounds. Good effort on the run by number 2, Andrew Boucher. You haven't seen a lot of Ty Phillips since that first half. Number 22 is the leading rusher on the season, also leading the team in tackles, which may be part of it since the defense has been on the field so much tonight for Webster County. Hayden Wright back under center. 3-back set behind him. Handoff goes to number 20, wants to turn it up the field. Close to the goal line. I don't know if he got in. We'll see. He's going to be very close. I think stopped just shy. Todd, if you can give us a good spot on that ball from your position. Looks like around the 2-yard line.
I'm trying to get down there right now.
All right. It's inside the 5 for Webster County. 3rd down. Of course, 4-down situation for Webster County. Wright is going to try to push it in from the quarterback position and does. Touchdown, Webster County. The strobe lights come on. The kids love the strobe lights. They are going wild. Webster County on the board. Hayden Wright with a 2-yard run. That one with 5:10 left to play in the third quarter.
I've got a sneaking feeling that they're going to have some fireworks left over after this year's over. What do you think, Dennis?
Well, if it's only after touchdown, yes.
They might have enough fireworks
Webster,
for 2 years here.
Right side of the line, jumps on the 2-point conversion.
They may use all those fireworks after that touchdown.
They might.
Might be like a 4th of July show if it's late in the season after a touchdown.
Why not? Let's just have a little fireworks show.
Have some fun. Exactly right. Homecoming night, you might as well live it up.
We need something to talk about. I'm not sure.
Webster looks to punch this one in for 2 points. It'll be now from the 7-yard line. Three receivers set to the far side. We'll see if Webster goes to the air.
Todd, did the analytics say take 2 and you're down 42-6?
Throw is down.
Oh,
and the 2-point conversion is no good.
Yeah, they completed the pass, but like a foot short of the goal line.
5:10 left in the third. Back in 30 seconds.
Ready for road trips, school runs, or a weekend in the city? Trice Hughes has just what you need. Check out their huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. All ready for your next adventure. Their friendly team treats you like family from the second you walk in and keeps you rolling with top-notch service every visit. Cruise into Trice Hughes in Princeton, where the perfect ride and true care come together for every journey.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Back to Trojan Field at Webster County High School. The Trojans on the board with 5:10 left to play in the third, 42-6. After the fumble by Zy Rollins at the 10-yard lines. And
this
the
might
suspense right here is if they try the onside kick again.
I think Gardner Stallings ran out there and lined up on the line. You think he's going to catch the ball and run it back. And he very well may. If he does that, he's player of the game. I mean, there's no doubt.
Yeah, we're going to you're just going to announce that in the third quarter.
I'm just going to announce it right now. If Gardner runs this back for a touchdown. Catch it, Gardner.
A little pooch kick. Caldwell County bobbles it. Zy Rollins able to pull it back in. Tigers will have good field position. The forward progress at the 41-yard line. So a big night, a big bounce back win coming up for Caldwell County tonight, 42-6. The Tigers, I think, ironed out a lot of things. It's tough to really tell, Ken. It's not anything against Webster County.
No.
You came out, you performed, you executed what you had to do tonight. You didn't want to let Webster hang in this one. You've taken care, you've checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
But you'll really find out a little bit more next week facing Trigg County.
Let's hope. You know, games like this, really, you just pray you come out with no silly injuries or anything fluke. But, you don't get a whole lot out of them. You know, it's a win, though, and you're excited about it. Your players are excited to get a win after a loss, especially.
Shane Farrow on the carry, takes the handoff, wants to get to the outside. He's got some room across the 40, 30, 20. Going down the sideline, pulled down from behind at the 10-yard line. Shane Farrow just in the ball game at running back. That kid's just electricity.
Yeah, now all the second-team guys are saying, hey, man, I got to carry. Give me the ball now. Hey, how about running me on a jet sweep? Let's just do it. Let's run that jet sweep, you know.
Official spot at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, 3:40 left to play in the third quarter. We've had a running clock since late in the second quarter tonight as Caldwell County jumped out in this one 35-0. Still about 5 minutes left in the first half.
Chain Gang's taking their time getting down there. They're ready.
They're probably tired.
They're tired.
But at least they're not angry anymore like in days past, according to Todd and Chris.
They're mad now because, 2 more yards have been goal to go. They can stay up there at the 50-yard line.
Caldwell County trip set to the left. Lander set for the snap. It's going to be another handoff. Right up the middle is that Farrow again.
It is.
Plowing down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 6 on first down for the Tigers. New Tech Seed first down by Shane Farrell in that last run, and man, he had a head of steam. He was trying to pack a couple of kids with him into the end zone when he got to that sideline. Now,
Yeah, safety had an angle on him. Otherwise, I think Shane would have broke it out to the house.
2nd and 4 from the 5. Two-back set. Handoff going right. Met by a lot of red jerseys on that side. Stopped short. That is number 6 on the carry, and that is James Massey, senior for Caldwell County.
I'd like to see James get him something here. He's a senior who's out for football this year, and maybe see him put one across the end zone, Dennis. Haven't called his name a lot this year.
Farrow and Massey in the game. At running back, you have James Markham into the game. He'll be the slot receiver on the far side. Everybody looking at the wristbands. Lander out of the gun. Rolls to the left. Has some room instead. Throws, tipped, and caught on a deflection. Number 28 for Caldwell County is Dayton Wilson. 6-yard pass.
Just like they drew it up. Yeah, Wilson was running the back corner of the end zone, and the ball just sort of deflected right into his hands. And, man, I wish we could get one of those breaks maybe against Mayfield. You know, you up 48-6, and you get a deflection. We'll take it, though.
Sutton Ritchie trying to stay perfect on the night. I don't want to give him the free throw jinx. This one's up. Plenty of leg, and it's good. 1:46 left to play in the third. 49-6. Caldwell County back in 30 seconds.
Are you overwhelmed when it comes to marketing your business? This is Cindy Allen Lax with the Edge Media Group. And when I started my career 30 years ago, we sold radio, but we are so much more today. We have multiple radio stations and websites. Digital advertising, well, it's a must for a business, but which direction to go in can be a real challenge. We can help you with that challenge. Let us put our team of experts to work for you. Contact us today at theedgemediagroup.net.
Hopkinsville Electric System wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
In the third quarter, Caldwell County 49, the Trojans 6. Third quarter brought to you, and Ken, there was so much excitement at the start of the third quarter. I couldn't get this in, but quarters are brought to you by West Kentucky ATVs. Slide into adventure with West Kentucky ATVs. Now at their new location on Highway 62 past Walmart. Check out West Kentucky ATVs. Appreciate those guys being on board to sponsor quarters this year. Sutton Ritchie, kickoff. That one's going to bounce funny. Fielded not cleanly, though, at the 4-yard line. Bobbled. Webster back up the middle, hit, brought down, knee touches at the 15-yard line. Good coverage by Caldwell County. That kick looked like a hook. Ken, that thing was twisting sideways as it came down the field.
Yeah, had a little side spin on it. And Webster County had to fumble it around there for a little bit, and we were able to pin them back again.
49-6 Tigers as the teams come out for this series. Let's go down to the sideline with Todd.
Yeah, that kickoff looked like what happens when I open up or close the club face on my 5-iron too quickly, you know, kind of get through it quick and jerk that thing to the left. But ended up being pretty effective with Caldwell pushing Webster County back to the 15.
Hayden Wright under center. Running play coming to the right side. Head-on tackle made by Caldwell County's number 20, and that is Donovan Rogers with the big hit. The junior met the Trojan runner head on, Ken, and didn't give up the battle.
Nice tackle by Donovan. He kept his legs driving through the play and took the kid out of bounds. Nice job with Donovan Rogers there.
Gain of 5 on the play for Webster County, though. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Trojans. I don't know if they will try to run a play before the quarter expires. They are back at the line, 4 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they get this one away, and do. Just under the gun. Webster to the left side. It's going to be enough for a first down. Across the 25 to the 27-yard line. First down, Webster County at the end of 3. It's Caldwell County 49, Webster County 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your Planters Bank Total Checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters Perks Checking. Get new benefits accessible instantly from the exclusive Planters Perks app. New ways to waive your monthly service charge. Valuable savings at area businesses. And you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Fortner Gas wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
We are back at Webster County High School. Caldwell County in control of this one early and growing ever since, 49-6 over the Trojans. Fourth quarter about to get underway, brought to you by West Kentucky ATVs. Slide into adventure with West Kentucky ATVs, now at their new location on Highway 62 past Walmart. Whether you're looking to score with a new ATV or just need parts or service to keep your engine running, they've got the bases covered. Step up to the plate and check them out today at West Kentucky ATVs. Webster County on first down to open the quarter. Good run by the Trojans all the way out near the 40-yard line. That was number 24, and we've been waiting to talk about him all night, Ken. Maybe they should have put him in earlier. That's Gator Jones on the carry.
Old Gator. He's
Gator gives Webster County back-to-back first downs for the first time tonight.
Keep feeding the Gator, baby.
Yeah,
keep feeding that Gator.
You got to give it to Gator right here, without a doubt, at the 39-yard line.
There he goes.
Handoff, and it's Gator again trying to get to midfield. Good carry on first down. Picks up 7 or 8. Gator Jones, where is number 24?
Well, Dennis, in the if it was me and you and Don Meredith up here, he'd be singing a little song right about now, turning out the lights.
We could have.
The party is over. We could have sang that at second quarter, I believe.
Even though they're new and they're very impressive, we could have turned them out in that first half.
We could have turned them out, baby.
Trojans back at the line, double tight end set. Caldwell County touches. They will jump, a little anxious to get across the line there for Caldwell County. And you can't blame him. I mean, he's in the game, and it's early in the fourth quarter.
Hey, this is your time to shine now if you're a second or third team player getting out there, getting some reps, man. I mean, it's fun.
That was enough for a first down for Webster County, so 3 first downs for the Trojans on this drive. Stutter step, carry by Boucher across the 45 to the 44-yard line for Caldwell County. On the tackle, it looks like number 2, Jackson Ray.
Looks like Donovan Rogers is in there also, number 20.
I think that's Jackson Ray. He's got his shirt rolled up a little bit in the back, but I think that's him. Ball across midfield now at the 44-yard line. 9:38 left to play in the ball game. Tigers up 49-6. All substitutes in pretty much for Caldwell County right now. Tigers showed some pressure. Boucher tries to get to the outside, turns it back up the middle. Nice carry on second down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Clock still running. Running clock's been intact since just over the 5-minute mark in the first half. Tigers defense lines up. Still Webster County getting the play in from the sideline, letting that clock tick down. I do not see a play clock, so I'm sure the officials are keeping it on the field. But they took a lot of time to get that play in, Ken. I'm wondering if they're going to get this one away.
There may be a little grace period for them here, Dennis.
I would say there might be. It's going to be Hayden Wright on the keeper. Option play. Wow, you're going back in time for the option, and it works for Webster County. Another first down to the 25-yard line. When's the last time you saw the option ran?
Well, I mean, I've seen it, but he was 5-6 yards down the field, then he pitched it. Jamel Holloway style back in 85, baby. 30 yards down the field, he pitches that ball over, you know. That was nice.
That was something they may keep in the playbook a little bit more, because that was pretty nice.
It's nice to see a little old school option football there.
First down Trojans at the 25-yard line of Caldwell County. Shovel pass in the backfield. Boucher dancing around. Did a lot of moves, but only picked up about 3 yards on the play. Under 8 to play in the ball game. Tigers with all reserves in right now. Checking into the ball game for Caldwell County is number 54. That's Chance Veed. I think he took the place of Aiden Dalton.
Well, there's a little pride at stake here. These guys want to keep them out of the end zone, and of course Webster wants to score. You know, they're going up against a second group there, the JV guys, and so they want to try to put the ball in the end zone here.
At safety, is Dayton Lander. Tackle missed from behind. Flag comes in on the backside. Trojans enough for a first down if this one stands up. Dayton Wilson, excuse me.
Don't throw that
safety,
flag.
Yeah, we need to keep those in the pocket unless
there was nothing.
Listen, it's a holding call. You can call holding on any play.
And I'm not going to single out an official, but this particular official throws the flag a lot. I bet you I've seen him call 100 holding penalties in the last 2 years. I mean, guys, no. Let that play go.
Let them. You're right. It was enough for a first down, but it's not going to affect the outcome of this game. I know that's their job is to call those penalties, but sometimes you got to read the room.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, the guy does. Those guys do a great job, but man, just sometimes just keep that pistol in the holster, brother.
Right.
I mean,
Ball all the way back to the 32-yard line. Clock ticking towards the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Right, drops back.
Come on, baby.
He's got a player open, throws deep, and it is going to be a touchdown. Hayden Wright to number 14, and when the lights come back on, I'll tell you who number 14 is.
The strobe lights are in effect, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's the longest pass completion of the year for Webster County there.
Number 14 is Elliott McHouston.
He got behind the defense a little bit there, Dennis, and they had the pitch and catch.
Webster County, of course, going for 2 right now with fireworks still going off in the background. Tush Push gets it across, and 2-point conversion is good with 5:59 left to play. It's 49-14. Back after this in 30 seconds.
Ever have one of those medical questions you're too embarrassed to ask?
Is mayo actually really good to put in your kids' hair if they have lice?
I get up 2 or 3 times a night to pee. Is that normal?
What should you do about sugars? Starting September 15th, Community Medical Clinic will join Coffee Talk to spill the beans. Text your questions at 270-963-9038. Listen middle Mondays at 8:15, and you might just hear your answer.
I don't know. Is that normal?
What's the real answer?
Is that true?
Spill the beans, only on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Kay's Kitchen wants to wish the Tigers and Lady Tigers best of luck this year.
We are back to Webster County High School, 49-14, 6 minutes or so left in the ball game. Let's go down to the sideline with Todd Griffin.
Well, guys, we think we saw a Tiger first earlier this quarter when Dayton Lander hit Dayton Wilson for a touchdown pass. Dayton and Dayton are brothers, so we wonder if that's the first time that two brothers have hooked up for a touchdown connection, the quarterback and the receiver on a touchdown pass. We've been racking our brains down here, but we haven't come up with anybody yet.
Well, Todd, I imagine if you can't come up with anybody, I'm sure Dennis and I are out of the loop.
I don't think I have anything to offer on that one if he doesn't have the stat.
I'm trying to think of every quarterback that's played since the 1950s.
Oh, my goodness.
Kickoff fielded at the 22-yard line. Farrow has some room up the middle, picking his way, gets into some open field. Farrow is going to take it to the house. Goodwin Insurance, touchdown Tigers. Farrow answers Webster County's last touchdown. That one about where, Ken? The 18, maybe?
Yeah, we'll give him the 18, Dennis. I think that was about where it was at.
Hey, Chris predicted that in the pregame. Said we'd have a touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown tonight.
We'll give it 82 yards. They'll get the official count later on in the
79 yards.
79, we'll go with that. 79-yard kickoff return. 5:30 left to play. Ritchie on to try the extra point. Todd, do I hear Chris saying he actually called the player too, right?
Yeah, he said Farrow.
Extra point is good. 56-14. And Abby, we'll just keep it here on this one. Caldwell County incomplete control, but Shane Farrow, man, he's. It's almost like you got to hold him back a little bit. He's a ton of energy and speed out of this world, but he picked his way, Ken is cleanly up the middle of that field for about 20 yards, as you can do, and then found the open space. And then when he did that, it was like turning the afterburners on.
Yep, just took it right up between the hashes, and he was gone, baby. I mean, just like shot him out of a cannon.
Yeah,
Kid can run, that's for sure.
Like the airplane movies or Star Wars or something when the stars start going by really fast.
Yeah.
That's how he did when he broke it around the 45-yard line.
Ludicrous speed.
5.5 to play in this one. Caldwell County has been in control since the outset. Now lead this one 56-14.
The Schwartz was with him.
Sutton Ritchie to kick it away. Ritchie has a couple of touchbacks tonight too.
I didn't know we were going to go full space balls today, Diz. I knew we had to find some filler somewhere.
Well, airplane movies are some of my favorites, so I had to throw those in. At the 10, it's Webster County on the return across the 30. Still on his feet, 40. Caldwell County trying to get a hold of him. Tigers actually make a tackle as Ritchie loses his helmet on the tackle. A stiff arm, but Ritchie still held on to make the tackle near midfield. Great job by Sutton Ritchie.
Yeah, nice job by Sutton. Got stiff arm, lost his helmet, and still brought the kid down. Good job.
You love to see that when your kicker can stay in on a tackle, lose his helmet, and still make the play.
We could have hung 100.
So it's Webster County back on offense.
You guys know a Spaceballs 2 is coming, right?
Yeah, I heard about that today. I did hear an ad on that. That and I think we'll all be happy to hear also a Spinal Tap too, about to be released.
Hopefully in the new one you can turn it to 12.
A penalty on the play is going to put Webster County back after that nice return at their own 19-yard line. Clock ticking now under 5. 56-14. Tigers have come out tonight and accomplished what they needed to accomplish. Hayden Wright throws another completion. This one's going to be close to a first down.
I tell you what, looks like that Webster County is going to an air raid offense here.
Yeah, they're spreading it out. They're going to go spread
air
offense
raid
before long. They have matched the total number of completions through the first 3 games here.
They have 4 completions on the season.
A U-Ride timeout called. I'm not sure who took it, whether it was Webster or Caldwell, but U-Ride
Webster
with the timeout sponsorship this year. Our buddies, they have been with us through basketball seasons and football seasons. We appreciate the guys at U-Ride, a quality pre-owned vehicle you can trust from people you can trust. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride, your used car dealer before, during, and after the sale. Well, Ken, it was bound to happen. We were going to get into music or movie critics at some time tonight with the score becoming what it was. So
well,
we made a few references, and I'm going to give the 2 thumbs up to Naked Gun, the latest version. I thought it was great. So
we need more movies like that.
Trojans back on the field. Hayden Wright, we'll see if he drops back to pass again. Under center, Wright this time is going to stick with the handoff. Tigers cover this one much better. Gain out to the 40-yard line. And on the tackle for Caldwell County looked like number 55, Carter Dalton. A good-sized freshman. That kid's going to see some time on the field as he gets older. Into the ball game as well as Chance Veed. Let's try to get some of these other numbers. Ken, it's number 21, Isaac Dalton, the junior, in coverage for Caldwell County. I don't think Webster's going to split anybody out. Tigers showing a little pressure up the middle. We'll see if they back out of it. Webster, student body left on this one, trying to get to the outside across the 50, out of bounds. Number 6, Brendan Dunn, a sophomore. Flag on the play might bring this one back.
Number 17, Colton Knight on the tackle. He's a freshman also.
It is going to be against Webster County, so that gain will come back into the ball game for the Tigers. I do not have a 77 on that roster. Let me check a different one and see if we have that one. 77 is Ethan Lane. He is going off the field. In his spot coming in is number 63, Chandler Reiser, another junior. So a lot of Tigers getting some playing time. The clock's ticking. 3:10 left in the ball game. We're going to be leaving Dixon early tonight, 56-14. Would have been a lot earlier except for about a 30-35 minute halftime. Up the middle, Caldwell County trying to rip that ball away. I love the inspired play of these kids. They want to get in these games on Friday night, Ken. You can talk some about this. This means a lot to the guys that are on the field right now for Caldwell County.
Yeah, Dennis, I mean, you've been sitting there watching 3 varsity football games all year, and you go to practice every day, and you're hot, you're sweating, you're tired, and now you get to have a little fun on Friday night. That's what it's all about, getting out there and playing on Friday night. So kudos to the Tigers for letting these guys get in there and let these guys do their thing now.
Malachi Harmon goes off the field for the Tigers. Colton Knight into the ball game. Handoff in the backfield by Webster County, looking to get to the right side. He's got some room, trying to split Tigers, and does, down to the 35-yard line. 2:07 left to play. Let's go down for another hit on the sideline with Todd.
You guys were talking about movies. I'm not sure we get the summer blockbusters like we used to, but again, good win for Caldwell County. It feels like it's been a while since we've had a night where, we could put up some yardage and put up some touchdowns and feel good about it and not have to sweat it out all the way down to the last minute.
Absolutely right. This is a good break every now and then, Ken. We've been through some that I love the close games like we had early in the season, especially with Marshall County, but these are also fun in a different kind of way. Caldwell County defensively sets up looking for the run. They read this one well. They've got it stuffed in the backfield if they can just hold on to the runner and do. That is number 14 finishing it off, Alex Knopfsinger for Caldwell County. But
yeah, great job though by 22, Jackson Ray, the sophomore. Hey, he pushed that play back inside and then shed the tackle. He made the initial contact. So nice job of that young man. Great technique on the end there, and he did a really good job with that tackle, Jackson Ray.
Tigers also have in the ball game, I think we mentioned him, Carter Dalton at nose guard right now. Let's see, number 32 is Vincent Thomas, a freshman. 44 seconds is all we have left. Trojans will go to the air again. Hayden Wright just throws it up for grabs. That one is going to hit the ground, throws it into a crowd because he saw a couple of white jerseys right in his grill.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to do it. They don't have to run another play here if they don't want to, and looks like they're starting to line it up. So nice win for the boys tonight, Dennis.
56-14 is going to be your final. I don't think Webster, you're right, is going to run it. The officials looked over to the coach, and he said we're good.
Sometimes you need a Webster County on your schedule every now and then, and I'm no offense to Webster, but I was always glad to see Ballard coming in. We knew we had us a game we could get us a win in and get a little time, get a little work in there.
This one got the Tigers healthy after that tough outing against Union County last week. Todd, when you get Coach McClung, you go ahead and jump in. We'll be with Todd and the joint coaches post-game interview coming your way shortly. The Tigers, a big win tonight over Webster County, 56-14. Tigers go to 3-1 on the season. Webster drops to 0-4. The Tigers with a big game next week, 139 Bowl against Trigg County at Tiger Stadium. I think Coach McClung is getting away from the handshake lines. He's going to go with Todd, and we're going to go with Todd down on the field for the joint barbecue interview.
All right, we're here with Coach McClung, and Coach, it's nice to have one where you can relax just a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, I'm happy with how the kids came and played. We still were a little sloppy at times, things we got to clean up, but kids were excited, and we made some big plays, and that's good, and hopefully we had a good tune-up, and it'll show next week.
Well, that was the thing. You needed a good showing here tonight because that Trigg County game is going to be big next week. That might be for a home playoff game later on.
The biggest game of the year so far, so we're going to get to work, right? We're going to get to work in the morning and get ready to play.
All right, Coach. See you in the morning at McDonald's. All right, Coach Aaron McClung as the Tigers pick up a 56-14 win here at Trojan Field tonight, guys. First time we've been over here in a while. It was a nice trip. The Trojans will get to come to our place next year, and like I said, maybe we can get out of here with these new lights with us. These things are great. The effects were kind of neat during the game. If you're Caldwell County, you didn't want Webster County to put up a couple of touchdowns, get to use their nice lights, but, you know, it was a fun night over here at Webster County.
All right, Todd, thank you for that joint interview. And also, you got to look forward to the pictures because Todd said it made a difference in the camera work, and they always have great pictures on yoursportsedge.com, so be sure to check those out tomorrow of the action tonight between Caldwell County and Webster County. The coach's interview in the postgame is brought to you by The Joint Barbecue. Feel the heat of the game with Tiger coaches, brought to you by The Joint. Real talk, real time, real barbecue, smoky, tender, and full of flavor, just like our Tiger strategy on the field. Satisfy your taste buds and feed your Tiger spirit with real barbecue for the real game. Visit The Joint Barbecue in Eddyville or online at jointbbqwky.com. Remember, life's sweeter when you're at The Joint. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll tell you all about this one with some stats and some discussion about the game and a look forward to next week against Trigg County. All of that to come on the Travis Construction and Concrete postgame report, coming your way next on your home for Tiger football, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Imagine walking